Monday's experience. I literally have just been watching Hearthstone video. I literally missed the game. This guy does not pick up on the fact that if I'm on the European server messaging him, I might want to be in the game. Oh, I literally was like, perfect, my countdown's finishing, these guys are about to start, this is the perfect time, and I'm not going to have to kill any time at all. Proceed to not be in the game. Alright, we'll take a few moments, guys, to figure out what we want to do here. I actually don't know this. In my head, I'm literally like ready to join a game, and now we're not. So I'm not sure what the. Will be. Alright, guys. Yeah, we're just gonna have to wait a few minutes. Sorry, I'm trying to find another game, but I can't find anything right now. So, just my luck. Like, I log on to Europe. I message Hearthstone. Well, he messaged me about something. I messaged back, and so in my head, we've already like he understands I'm coming into his game. This happened last week as well. Not last week, maybe like 2 weeks ago. Happened a little while back, but that's not the end of the world. Obviously, that just means we miss a game. I kind of wanted to maybe go towards like Nightmare Akira's matchup anyway, because they are. I think that may be the best round of 8. Small bracket today, just 16 players, so maybe we aim towards something like that. Instead, Nightmare's already out of his first game. I don't really want to cast like the Nightmare game initially because I feel like that's really going to be a bit of a wash. Maybe we can see if Cure and Triple are already playing, or maybe we can jump into a game with them. Try and get us on the right path. Or so. Cure's in game for 6 minutes already. Maybe we just wait on the Korean server. We can either jump into the next game of Cure Triple, or probably Cure Nightmare is what we're expecting to end up on in the end. Cool. Cool. Hmm. Yeah, I guess just take a few moments, guys. Sorry, like I said, I really was expecting us to have a game ready, so I'm a little bit not prepared to just talk. But how's everyone doing? How's everyone feeling? Thank you, Sipship, for the 47-month resub on the Prime starting us off today as well. Should be mentioned too. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I guess we just wait for Cure. There's no results coming through just yet either, but yeah, I think we're just gonna wait for Cure and head into Cure Nightmare. Well, if we just wait, guys, I think just because we're still right at the very start, I'm just gonna throw us onto a starting soon screen because, yeah, I don't know how long they're gonna be, and I'm not really mentally prepped to to fill time right now. Is the TLDR, so I'll see you guys in just a few. Hopefully, we'll get a game shortly. Alrighty, guys. Hello, hello. Let's try this again. We actually got a game going. What's a Roddy? 107 months. Falcons smoke some Vikings. Yeah, mate. Vikings look, yeah. They look like something. They do, matey. Thank you for the 107. And yeah, guys, we're going to jump into game 2 here of Cure and Triple. I actually didn't catch a score on this, but if you give me a second, I will do some checking. Because Ryung's in this game as well, so... I can't find Ryung's stream, so I guess that ain't gonna help us at all. Alright, I'm gonna presume Q is up 1-0. But we'll see what happens. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure. This is a little bit of a guess. I didn't check with the players. You know what? I'm just gonna turn the scores off. Oh, I can't do that on the sofa. Okay, we're just gonna roll with it. We'll just pretend Q is up 1-0. I can't check right now. That's why Ryung does... I really thought for some reason Ryung streamed on Twitch. Still. I can't find him. No, I mean, maybe he's just YouTubing it down. I can't find his YouTube. Anyway, it's possible Zig's winning. It's possible. We don't have to count it out. I'm just gonna make a guess, to be honest. All right. Anyways, let's see what we are going to do. As we have in the bottom right, the purple Zerg player. It is going to be the wonderful and beautiful Triple, and taking him on, the blue Terran in the top left, Cure. Double racks at the front for the opening here, so double barracks to start us off. Get that underway. And we'll see what's going to happen. Again, thank you, Squirrelish, for the 40-month resub on the Prime as well. Thanks for priming us up. Appreciate you guys. As the barracks comes through, the couple of Reapers will be starting. Link Speed, Queen, Overlord, Hatchery. Yeah, just a little bit of everything coming through for a little bit right now as that link speed continues up. The Queen and the Hatchers going by. The Overlord still building as well. The one Reaper continues to make a little bit of a wander around, trying to get around to the bottom side here. Reapers gathering. It's going to be 3 Reapers at a time, so very aggressive out of Cure. A lot of pressure in the early stages, looking to get these numbers up and looking to get across into his opponent's face nice, quickly, and early. Sorry, just got to tab out to fix an admin thing. Looks like we're good. Never mind, we're good. Alright, back to it. So, a few Reapers trying to poke across the map, not quite going to find too much here. In the super early stages, I see an engineering bay going to drop down, and yeah, I mean, the Q is already kind of ready to kind of move away from this little bit of pressure. Didn't really get that aggressive in the end. Just happy to kind of make these units force his opponent and then kind of go from there for the foreseeable future, at least, as the Reapers hopping around. A step down to the bottom. We do have again the command center factory, Stimpack and Marines. A little bit of everything all on the way here, so we just get a lot of that on the go. The Reapers do back it up a little. The factory is going to be finishing soon. Command center nearly done. We have a couple of Marines still continuing to make their way out as the Reaper continues to also step around here and look to see just a little bit of what's going on in some early stages. The Reaper going to go and maintain some map control, but Q is just happy to move into Stim and move into Bio in general. 3 Marines at a time, Stim and +1 on the way up, Starport is on the way, plus a 3rd CC, so... Sorry, just his natural CC coming up. My brain is not quite clicking with the pacing of the game right now. We'll call it an early start, okay? Nightmare has won his series. So Nightmare will be playing the winner of this. That much is guaranteed already. So just some info there. As obviously we were kind of expecting to watch a Q and Nightmare round of 8 was kind of our idea that we're aiming for. So our ball gets to this reactor, we're going to be able to start building up a couple of medevacs, which means we will have a chance to start dropping onto the map, and that's where Q will most likely begin his aggression in this game in the near future. So getting that up, running, ready to go. The Reapers and the Marines going to be there, and those Lings get turned around. And this is the push where we're going to see if Triple has enough to hang on in here. Lingbane on the way up, but he's currently on his way to melee upgrades and Bane speed. He didn't prioritize one over the other, so he's going to have neither by the time this attack arrives. And that is maybe just the Reapers in the early game actually just throwing him off his momentum and his kind of typical build order timings, I would say. Definitely something to look at here as the few Lings start going down. The Baneling gets knocked down as well. And Marines will continue through, and the Queen taking a few shots of damage. No commitment though from Cure. He's just going to hold tight, and really felt as though he could have pushed in a little bit more aggressively, a little bit more forcefully. So it's not too overall as those few Marines are going to get there. They're going to get the Overseer. Still got the melee upgrades. Baneling speed coming through. Overlords in production. 5 of them on the way up at once right now. He's going to stem up. The Overseer will be taking some shots. The Lings, the Banes, the Queens can take a chance to run at this army, and the Reaper Marine force is going to pull all the way back. The Ling Bane really is coming in hunting. Good grenade. Pops a bunch of the Lings around. Other Banelings just going to be pushed back as well. I mean, Kure's looking good numbers-wise, and he's got reinforcements showing up as well as he continues to fight this. Gets a Queen, and obviously pushing the Ling Bane back at the moment. Those Banes, for a few moments, look as though they might have a chance to kind of get a commitment in and get a, a connection on the Marines, but the pullback was good enough in the end. These drones are going to go down. The hatchery is going to likely be in trouble. I think it's fair to say that this one is looking toward being over. Looking toward being over. Marines will finish up that hatch. A couple more libs coming through, tanking the +1 armor upgrade. A little bit more Ling Bane coming by on the other side. The Marines going to load up and go into the main base. And just go after the Overlord and all the rest. I mean, there's some more Lings and Banes showing up here. Hey, like the counterattack, right? The idea is good where you're not going to defend at home, so let's try and cause chaos elsewhere. Kyo just has enough to defend, and that means there's not really going to be anything left over on this side to play defense any longer, and so we should see Kyo just breaking through to take what we expect is a victory, 2-0. But like I say, I didn't actually confirm the result of Game 1. I am just guessing that Kyo won it. So I'm just going to presume this is Kyo looking for 2-0. Maybe there's some crazy world where this is actually going to be 1-1, in which case that'll be a nice little surprise Game 3 for us. Tumors continue to go down. All that Ling Bane Queen gathering up together as well. Marine still stepping through. Hatchery in trouble. Tanks firing in every which direction right now as well. We'll see another couple of Liberators sieging up right at the front. Banes trying to smash their way through, trying to get out to the other side. Command Center will lift off, going to go land onto the third location. There's a couple other barracks coming through. The hatchery will take some damage. It's going to go down. More Lings dropping. The drone's going to be in trouble. I think it's fair to say that this really is looking as though we are going to have ourselves game number 2 going to Cure. The last-ditched effort Banelings are not going to make the difference, believe it or not. And GG is called. Cure takes the win. And I really do think we're probably going to see this being a yeah, I really do think we're going to see this being a 2-0, and then Q and Nightmare going to be our next matchup on the board. So expecting that. Round of 8 is set up. Hero versus Harmono, Percival versus MaxPax, Solo versus Harstem, Nightmare versus, like I say, expecting Q here. Unless, like I say, if it is a Game 3, then good on Triple for winning that Game 1. But Cure reports the 2-0, so it is going to be Cure and Nightmare coming up next. In a couple of moments, we'll get that up and ready to roll out for some Terran versus Protoss action here very soon. What's up? Happy Monday, Chris. How you doing? Happy Monday to you. New world record for the latest GG ever. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it was a bit of a late GG. Not much else to really add on that one. Alright, yeah, we'll just wait for Kira Nightmare then to kick us off, guys, and take this into play. Wait for a little bit of patience between games, but into some round of 8 action here. Winner of this is going to play the winner of Soul Hearthstone as well. It's actually a cool section of the bracket. And small bracket today, just 16 signups. One of the smaller one-day cups we've had. We did have last week off, so maybe that has a little bit of an impact on it as well. Hopefully we can start getting those numbers back up from next week onwards as well. Fingers crossed. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Alrighty. Alright, getting into the lobby. Just be a second or two. I should be able to kick this off, guys, so a couple of moments. Was a fast round of 16. Yeah, I mean, it helps that obviously we had no walkovers today, so there's no, like, in the sense of, like, there's no buy round, so there's no round of 32, means that everyone just starts the round of 16, like, bang. So that just generally speed things up and kind of keep us on track a lot of the time. Sometimes the round of 32 is nice, even if it's, like, not players that will necessarily make much of an impact on the bracket, but it does spread the bracket a little bit. Obviously, right now, we're rocketed into round of 8 territory, and then probably going to go directly into semifinals, back to back. This is not going to be a long stream by this, by the current rate of things, but like I say, we'll make do and we'll make the most of it. Stay back for some Monday Cup action here today, and yeah, it's going to be a fun week. So we actually have Open Cups all week long, but tomorrow is going to be Team Cups. So we're actually going to have 2v2 tomorrow. Should be fun. I need to go and poke some people to get signed up for that. Maybe I should tweet about it as well. In fact, I'm going to tweet about it right now. Q's just AFK, guys, so we're in a lobby, but we're missing Q, which is an important part of this. Okay, give me a sec. Treat myself. Beautiful. Alright. Thank you, guys. Like I said, we're just waiting for Q. And give it a couple minutes, and hopefully he'll be back and ready to participate. We can get right to this Q versus Nightmare matchup in the round of 8 today. And $400 Monday Cups resuming. We are going to be a little bit off schedule going into October, so the next few cups are fine, but the 1st and 3rd cup of October will move to a Friday. Just a little heads up. I'm just away for a couple of weekends, and instead of coming home Sunday, I'm coming home Monday, and it's just a little too late to... Especially now that Monday night weeklies are back, I can't just delay the Monday Cup until later in the day, so they're going to be moved to the Friday. So there's a couple of weeks where it's like Monday Cup on the Monday, then a Monday Cup on the Friday as well. Q joins the lobby and says he is ready, so it looks as though we should be able to go in a couple of moments, ready to get this on the way. Alright, let's go into Nightmare versus Cure. In the top left-hand side, the blue Protoss player is going to be Nightmare. While in the bottom right, our red Terran and Team Liquid is Cure. Game 1, best of 3 series quarterfinals here of WardiTV Mondays edition 51. The road to 100 cups work begins now. Kind of excited for this one. Q and Nightmare always have kind of a fun rivalry where I really feel like Q is the better player and has better results, but Nightmare oftentimes does show up in this series, in this matchup, and is able to come through and look very good. So, yeah, genuinely kind of intrigued as to what today's meeting between these two look like. We've cast them a lot in WardiTV events in, years gone by, so let's see what happens. Is it looking like down for anyone else? I haven't checked, but honestly, very possibly is, because League of Legends frequently has slow days and down days, so. Big said that the community will now patch StarCraft, no Council anymore, no Blizzard. Any thoughts about this? I've got no idea, mate. I have no idea how that stuff works. Maybe? I've got to imagine, I kind of imagine Blizzard will, I'm pretty sure Blizzard can still implement a patch, they just need someone to come to them with the patch. I'm not sure. Like I say, I'm not involved with that at all. So I'm just sitting out here chilling. I've never been involved with the patches or anything like that. Sometimes we ran a tournament to test the patches out, but that was about it, so. Next moves off. Just going to see the factory swapping over to the tech lab. Going to be dropping down over here. Marine on the way out. Just going to have the Cyclone and the Marine continuing through. Warp Gate, Adept, Twilight Council and Company all building for the moment. Someone needs to come to them with a patch. I mean, but that's just basically what the Balance Council was in the past anyway, so. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure someone's doing something about it. Like I said, it's not really, I don't know. Don't know what to tell you. It's either going to happen or it's not, but I can't imagine no one's thinking about what patch things we could do. Then coming up, Warp Gate on the way through. Blink and the Robo Facility coming about. Just going to be seeing a couple of probes on the way. Everything looking fairly standard. We're going to have this little drop across the map here from Kira as well to put some pressure on. It's up totally not a pylon. Thank you so much for the 46 months on that Prime. And congrats on the wedding. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you for priming us up. As always, appreciated as our Cyclone is going to be forced back into the medevac. Whoa, the Sorkers get there and the medevac takes a big volley. Great defense from Nightmare. Medevac hurt enough that you're probably going to not be able to come back in with that anytime soon, so that really is a great little defense. We're going to go via the watchtower on the exit here. Instant combat and +1, all still building by, getting that all on the way. Charge on the Temple Archives coming up from Nightmare, but yeah, obviously at this point Nightmare gets a bit of map control. The Stalkers can come across the map and hold position for a little bit as all of the upgrades continue to pour on into play over the next few moments. Stalkers don't get in for too much damage though, so nothing really coming of that just yet. Medevacs will load up, and it's going to see the Storm and the Charge continue to come through. Prism on the way. going to get that. A couple of Stalkers going to take some shots. We are going to see the Prism coming about. And we'll just have the Storm and the Charge both continuing through then for a couple of moments. So I will gather again. Storm and Charge both building into place. Let's see the Cyclone going to lock on onto the Stalkers. The Bio still stepping up a little further. Keeps pushing forward. We are going to see the Zealots go and take a little bit of a chance to charge on up. Quartermine connects. A few Zealots get hit. Storm onto the Bio. Kyo has a good supply still, but is it enough? I mean, his Bio is hurt as well. Everything's in low HP bars. One more Storm. Definitely making this a little bit of a tough position. There's a couple extra Zealots going down. Stalkers will get tapped down as well. They will also fall then. Marine Marauder, Medevac Mine. All 4 M's on the way. And the production tab of the Terran players. Kyo does have a third CC halfway up behind this. Gonna be able to grab a High Templar. It's amazing to get High Templar kills here. Gonna find a second as well, so that forces you to rebuild those high gas costing units as Nightmare. And that's gonna definitely put a little bit more pressure on you overall. Pylon down, the Archon in trouble, and I think Nightmare is gonna run out of stuff to defend with realistically here, as there's already bio reinforcements coming across the map as well, so it's only getting better for Kyo. And he is going to take game 1 of this best of 3, off to a 1-0 lead. Kyo gets the 1-0 advantage, and we'll be heading into game 2 in a couple of moments. This ready to rumble onwards. All the Templars died? Yes, all the Templars died. Was the marriage already? Yes. Got married over a week ago now. Married life, time flies apparently. Alright, just waiting for them to host up this game too then, guys. Alright, lobby coming up. I've bugged out, so let me restart my StarCraft. Try this again. I hope this isn't going to be the one where it bugs me out even when I relog. Alright, we're in. Perfect. Game number 2 coming up then, guys. Sorry for the little delay. That one's not on me, just Battle.net not being my friend. Head into this game 2 in a couple of moments. Persephone. And we head into the top left-hand side of the map. I'm going to start off with the blue Protoss player. Going to be down a game and looking to obviously try and get the bounce back in this one is Nightmare. Up against the red Terran in the bottom left corner, we got Kyo. Game 2 then, and we'll see what Hero and Nightmare think of a second map between each other here early on. Go again. The blasting power to get through in that previous game. Fanny's coming about, Rex and the SCV will continue to come along. I see Rax Gas on the way up, SCV coming through, the gateway producing. Everything looking pretty regular for the first few moments, at the very least. Factory building, orbital command on the way through. Just gonna see that Reaper continue to build as you have the Cybercore and the Nexus still building as well. So we get all of that on the way for the moment. Taking a few seconds here. Reaper will step out, making a little bit of a move. Take a chance to get across the map and try and make a little bit of something happen. Once the Reaper gets in, we'll be able to see the Twilight Council just as it comes down. So great scout for Kira, right on time. And on schedule, he is able to pick up on what is going on and be able to play from there. Helene and Reaper both coming through, another Helene just popping, obviously just get ourselves into a good few early game units, gives Kira a chance to put some pressure onto the map. Some work to be done there perhaps. Ends up just going to shade, the blink on the way by. Warpgate coming up as a command center, starport and company all continue to come through. Killing the Reaper. We'll just get there. The Adept going to take some more shots. Just going to see that being picked away at. Blink and that Warp Gate coming through for now. Then the Medevac coming by. The SCV and the Widowmine coming up. The Orbital and the Barracks continue to build into play. Reaper's getting to the main base as we are going to see them going after some probes. There's going to be one probe here you can get rid of as well. So just going to get that probe picked off. Not far from finishing Rax Bunker Tech Lab. A few Marines and the SCVs building as well. See those couple of Hellions making their way around. Yeah, a couple of probes is nice, and Kira keeping his opponent honest and keeping an eye on the units as well, stopping them from coming across the map also. Widowmine gets a connection to the Widowmine, going to burrow up the probes. Oh, going to unburrow, reburrow the mine. It's not going to be good. He's going to hit the Stalker. I mean, should have retargeted onto the probe right there, right? Realistically. Should have gone for the probe instead. Raven coming up, tanking the Marines on the way. The Archives, Nexus, and the probies still in production. Add a couple Stalkers onto that as well. Waving about to complete. Still got Stimpack on the way at the Engineering Bay and the Barracks on as well. Stop going to flip off over to the reactor there. So just going to pull that away to the sides. Okay, Nexus, Robo Facility, Temple Archives, everything on the way through. Add the gates up. Have the Robo on. But Sim Combat +1 finishing very shortly. There's that medevac loading into the main base. Is going to be dropping the Widow Mine in. Couple probes. Be in some trouble. Going to go for it there. 3 workers going down immediately. As the Hellion chases, the probe gets chased out. For High Templars as well. I mean, the Hellion just trying to cause some trouble. I mean, the main thing is you're still getting scouting information, right? You're just keeping an eye on things as well. And your main army is setting up behind all of this. Medevac's going to go loading, so we'll see if Q can find something with this drop initially. Bio wasn't loading now, loads back up. Gonna head up that left-hand side because of shells on the +1 coming through as well. You'll see the Zealot's gonna get there, auto turret will go down. It's gonna be seeing everything else gathering. Nice storm. We're gonna get a few probes here, but obviously we're actually getting High Templar as well, so some of the tech units going down too. I think this is an okay drop for Cure. He gets a bit of pressure into the main base, kills some workers, kills some tech units as well. Still stepping through. There is an army of Nightmare coming forward as well. You'll see the bio gathering. The tanks will join up. Scan coming down. We'll see those couple depots going to drop into place as well. Just going to put those into position now. You're going to come through. Chase the prism over to the sides. A couple of Marauders going to be taking some hits as we do see the bio going to be able to stun strong, push back on that for the moment as well, so and able to hold out for a little while. Nike Marine Marauder all coming up. We got our Ghost Academy coming about also now. A little bit of bio still shoving through the Zealot and the Stalker. Taking a few hits. We do have the couple of shots still coming by. The bio is still pushing up. A couple of Stalkers will take some hits. Viking taking a bit of damage too. And sees the Prism, sees the Observer, was chasing the Obs, but Prism will actually scare the majority of that army from following through for a moment or two. A little pickup, still got the +2/+1 upgrades coming about as well. Lifts off of the reactor. We'll see the thermal lens upgrades continue to come through for now. Bioforce gathering up. Tank and EDL get a few shots off. A few hits going through. Going to grab that Zeld as well. As we just established a 4th base. Q are very happy to be setting further up right now. As the +1 armor upgrade will be done very soon. Just going to equalize the upgrades for a moment. And then +2 attack's going to finish. Oh, Nightmare's going to come swinging in. Q gets over here. Able to drop a couple of EMPs to help ward Nightmare off. Maybe looking for some more. Prism into the main base at the same time. Now Kyo has to start splitting and multitasking. Prism very low, by the way, to survive enough to get the warping off. That's a massive anti-armor missile too. Hits a lot of the front Zelds. That might just deter you from pushing forward there. And these Zelds are running into the choke points. That's going to be a pretty good defense all in all from Q. I don't believe he's going to get broken into in any particular position. He only loses 2 SCVs. Now a 3. Really, that's extremely good as well. That's much more impressive than I think a lot of people have thought. Now we lose actually up to 8 SCVs. So finally we get some damage done. But he really did deflect this very nicely. This is a dangerous position that could have gone very wrong. And in the end, it's pretty reasonable. Another anti-armor missile. Storm's going to take some shots first. Storm coming down to try and deflect and defend away from this. I like the usage of the Raven, but the anti-armor missile. Oh, wow. The Prism just got denied. Now the Colossus is going to go down too. The other army, the rest of the army coming in from the bottom side of this. We split back a little bit there. The Storm's good, but this was such a good jump from Kua. The start of this fight was truly fantastic. Just needs to get away. The Zealots right now healthy. No EMPs left, apparently. The Stalker will go down. Then we have the other High Temple looking to think about coming over too. Storm's feedback's dropping down. The medevac can take damage. In the end, Q gets cleaned up, and that's why he was starting to kite backwards. He clearly realized the cleanup portion of this was going to be not so pretty for him. So he tries to put himself in as good a position as he can against it. Has that 5th base ready to move out, and if he can establish that, it's going to be a nice, strong bit of economy for him to sit on here. Monetary sitting tight. We just have ourselves the army gathering still. A couple of Marauders going to get in after the Zealots. Just in backwards, a couple of Zealots going down. There's still a major army from Nightmare over on the right-hand side that we're looking toward. I can see a couple of Vikings try and ward off that Colossus in the background. And General Kyo still has enough, and both players now getting to be remaxed, and we're going to load up for another round of big engagements coming in sooner rather than later. Around the bottom, able to get that Stalker. Just going to be seeing a Storm dropping in, keeping that bio back a little further. 3 upgrades continue to build through, plus 2 ship weapons coming about. Fusion Core going to build as well. The Zealots will charge forward. We do see the Prism and a few other Zealots stepping around also there. Nice little EMP onto the Prism, onto the High Templar. It's as though Nightmare now has to go pulling back. Four more Vikings on the way through. And add the Dark Shrine, add the few gateways on. We'll stem up, as you can see, big EMPs. EMPs hit everything, but do we have a way to stop the splash damage of the Colossus coming through quickly enough here? There's some Storms dropping down as well, keeping that army at bay. And stopping Fear from being able to chase in. So Nightmare is going to be held off in that regard. Just going to see a couple more shots coming through the Stalkers. Able to get a few hits off toward this Bioforce still. We continue to push this further back over to that left-hand side. Colossus laser beams working through some of the gases. Kira has just been bullied out of position, even though his supply has been kind of okay. He's not being allowed to kind of stand where he needs to. He's actually going to get the Colossus quickly here. Just about gets the second. I was going to say that felt like it should have been faster, but my goodness, it's not a good fight for Kira at all. I mean, Nightmare's supply barely even moves as he just cleans up. Kira bullied out of position and having to come in fight into that, obviously not ideal. That is going to be GG. Alright, we go to game 3 here between Nightmare and Kira. Here are MaxPax set up on the other portion of the bracket. Wait, are they playing? Why are they playing? Like, that's shitty. Hey. Alright. Well. Hop into game number 2 of game number 3 of Q Nightmare here. Yeah, apparently we're just gonna not have the other semi-final guys. Are just all the other casters casting Hero MaxPax? They are. Brilliant. Alright, in the bottom right hand side, our Blue Pros player is Nightmare. What we have in the top left, the red Terran player from Team Liquid, we have got Kira. Going to game 3. In this one. Seeing which of these guys will come out victorious and head into play Solar in the semi-finals. On the way out, Holbrook Command building. Just gonna see our Nexus and the Cyber Core getting through. Just take a few moments. I should DQ them both. Yes. That solves the problem, right? Just a little sad because today's already going to be a pretty short day. So, losing an entire best of 3 when we're only going to end up casting like 3 series is kind of, well, yeah. Because we're going to cast this, the one semi-final that's left, and then the finals. So we're going to cast 3 series. So missing 1/4 of the series today because the players didn't wait for us is pretty rough. It's life. Stern warning it is. Yeah. More than likely. It's a nice battle. Thank you so much for the 6-month resub. Appreciate it. Thank you for subbing. Do appreciate the subs right now, guys. It's obviously I don't know if you guys have noticed, but the viewership lately is not great, so the ad revenue is really not great. So Yeah. Couple Reapers. Just gonna hop into the main base. Grenades will go down, probes will fall. More probes still taking some shots here. Probe will go down as well. As you can see the Stalker pulling back over. Blink about halfway done. Medevac Marines and a siege tank continue to come through for a couple of moments. Still that blink coming through again, tanking a couple of Marines continue to make their way up and running here as the SCVs continue by. Again, get that blink coming through in the next couple of moments. Marines in the Cyclone going to go after the pylon as the Adept will go for a little bit of a shade. Focus go turning after the medevac as Nightmare hits a supply block, and we'll just see the next in the pylon continue to come up. Banshee tank and Marines all coming through as well as the Hellion will go after a few of the probes here. It's actually a pretty nice Hellion, going to get 4 probes. The drop is in some trouble as you can see, but we might actually be able to get rid of some Stalkers. They do have Blink though. It's going to minimize the effectiveness of the rest of these units. Locked onto the Stalker that had the Blink left over, unfortunately. That means the Cyclone will not be able to kill any of these Stalkers. Nice control in the end from Nightmare. Hurt Stalkers, but not dead Stalkers, which is obviously pretty reasonable. Seeing the Banshee, the tank, and the Marine still building on the side of Kua. 2 more barracks on the way. Bring that all up and running as the Robo Facility Gateway and the Charge coming through as well. Stalkers step forward, tank's going to be there. Stalkers turn back again immediately as the Banshee shows up on the other side. It's not looking good for Nightmare. It's already been a little bit of a rough start for him. There is a cloak on the way, but it's not even close to being done, so this Banshee cannot stick around forever. And that does maybe give you a bit more preparation time here for Nightmare against any future Banshees. Which we do have 2 Banshees in total on the map. We're actually going to cancel the cloak that was building, so it decides to not go for that. He started so late, I wonder if that was just a fake out against some scouting or so, actually. That may, in fact, be the situation. Stalkers step up, 2 Marines go down. We're going to see the Stalkers actually taking a blink in. Tank's taking damage as well, but the Stalkers are in trouble. Oh no. It's one of the weaknesses of having your Stalkers hurt from before that. You're more easily taken down. Now the third base of Nightmare may actually just fall here. This Banshee tries to show back up. And it cannot. There's 1 Stalker left behind, so no opportunity there. But the third base going down already is huge damage. And Nightmare going to be pushed back in a big way in this game. Going to be slowed heavily. We'll just have Banshee continue to go to work. A couple more probes going down. Bio gathering. Temple Archives coming through. The Observer coming up as well. As Cure finishes up upgrades, obviously as Nightmare's had a rough start, you imagine this is going to be where Cure is going to come swinging back across the map and obviously go for the follow-up push and the follow-up attack that has a lot of potential. Bio heading down, a couple Widow Mines going to be right there. We do see the Stalkers going to hit the Medevacs trying to reinforce. Going to slow things down a little bit as well. Pushing through, High Templar in some trouble. That Immortal taking hits. Not going to be seeing the couple of Zelds, and the Stalkers trying to push their way forward here. Those High Templars still sticking around. Well, the Stalkers going down, going to work through that pylon. And a couple of Zelds being picked away at here. And it looks like here we'll just very comfortably take this one. And that's going to be GG. And that will be our series. Cure to move on through to play against Solar in the TVZ semi-final. Alrighty guys, so yeah, we're gonna go Solar versus Cure. Like I say, they already started on the other series, so we will just cast our TVZ. We'll be right back in a few moments. More StarCraft 2 on the other side. Lobby coming up as we get Solar versus QS semi-final underway here, guys. WardiTV Mondays 51. Going to be going into ley lines for our opening game of the TVZ. So, kicking this off, getting this underway. Seeing what will happen here. In the top right hand corner of the map, we're going to start things with the blue Zerg representing Falcons. We have got Solar. So we have in the bottom left representing Team Liquid, Cure, the rematch of the 3rd and 4th place matchup at eSports World Cup this year. Best of 7 was one-sided to say the least in a series which I just don't think should have been as one-sided as it was. You know, I think it's fair to say that Cure was maybe the favorite going in a little bit, but I actually know Solar can play really good TVZ, and the fact that it went the way it did was a little bit shocking. So, yeah, you know, just going to be kicking this off, and Solar and Cure will be underway here on ley lines. Finally finishing up onto the main base. And we wait for some action to play out. Usually the Reaper is the first main port of call in this matchup to see something going on. Especially when there's no SCV scout even from Cure, who will just go to the low ground to build his expansion here and not really look to do too much else in these early stages. So SCV to the low ground command center will start. Orbital command and a Reaper on the way from Cure. We get all of that on the way up. Command center coming through. I'm just going to be seeing the hatch, gas, and pool all coming up in these next few moments. So we just build that into play. CC on the way up. And the Reaper begins to make a move out across to the other side of the map. So, a little bit of a push over. Reaper is going to be moving forward. Going to be having the Queens and the Lings getting built. And we'll see what the Reaper can find out as... Oh, going to find the drone. Forces the extractor as well, so the drone will save itself. That means Hatchery will not be able to come down just yet, which is obviously a frustration considering the phase of the game that we're in. So that Reaper is definitely going to cause a little bit of disruption to the typically kind of to the typical plan right now. Queen stepping over, the little grenade goes down. Queen gets pushed back a little bit. It's going to see that extractor continue to come through for a little bit as well. Just see our feelings going to step over to the other side. Still blocks, and the extractor has to come down again. We really need to push this Reaper back. Because if you don't push this Reaper back, you can't take this hatchery. And obviously, the Zerg wants to take the hatch on this location rather than here. Otherwise, he would have just sent a drone over there a while ago. So, Solar really fights for it and gets it in the end. Command Center and Starport on the way as the next step now from Cure. So we get that on the way through. Orbital Command coming up. And Ling Speed Queen and a few drones will build by as well. Starport will step across to the tap slab, and the Reaper continuing forward. The Marines already able to push the Overlord back away from the main base, and we will just settle ourselves onto the natural as the Hellions and the Reaper gather together. Will come right across the map. Queen in the position immediately and turn those units away. Both those Hellions coming up. Marine and the Stimpack coming through. Just going to be seeing the Hellions all joining together right now as the Queens will gather See a few Zerglings joined up, and again, just the evolution chambers coming as well. The barracks, 2 barracks even on the way out right now, so both of those are going to start. The orbital command will continue to sit here. Hellions will get the Zergling, and we're just going to be having Kua joining these Hellions up, and obviously really looking to apply a bit of pressure over the next few moments and keep the map control, most importantly as well. That's another big part of this. Being able to keep map control and maintain that throughout the upcoming moments will be a big part of how this game continues to develop. The Hellions and the Reapers will take their few steps forward. So you can see the Liberator already firing. A couple of drones getting shot at. Liberator gets pushed away. Hellions will pull back as well. Queen's going to get gathered back up. Okay, melee upgrades continue through. The engineering bay is on the way out. Tank, Marine, and Stim coming up as well. As the Hellions will continue to go in after the Zerglings. The upgrades continue through again. Land the Baneling Nest continuing online. Hellions get back around in the center. A couple lings begin to go down. Those upgrades still firing through. Tank, Marine still building. And the Hellions going to get turned away for just a little bit. Crypt Tumors will drop into place one more time. 1-1 upgrades, combat shields, all coming online. Again, the upgrades continue through. The Hellions are Kua over to the right-hand side now. Another Crypt Tumor that gets picked off pretty much straight away and drop a little bit more creep into play. Marine tank on the upper left. Get into position, secure, looking to hit the multi-prong already, with the Hellions taking a lot of attention to the right side. He wants to try and get on top of this 4th base early, denying a Zerg's 4th. When you're obviously going to, comfortably onto 3 bases, going to really be the hindrance in this game, on this matchup, that Terrans can just latch onto and kind of run with throughout. So, see what happens. A few Marines overhead, moving over. And getting the 1-1, getting the combat shield coming about as well. I'm just going to see the Marine tank pressing through. The couple of Queens going to be right there as well. Tank is going to fire. A couple of Crypt Tumors taking hits. The Marines will stim forward. Queens getting blasted. A couple of Banelings going down. They do not have Baneling speed, so the tank's able to target them comfortably. It's not the fight that Solo wants at all. Solo going to be in a bunch of trouble there as the additional Banelings continue to morph in. We are just going to be seeing Marines, tank, Hellbats continue to push forward as well. So, you'll see the tank firing, the Banelings starting to crash through. The tank gets kind of wiped out, the rest of the Ling Bane pulling back away. Just going to be seeing the Marines again settling down with the Medivacs joined up. We'll just see a couple of Crypt Tumors getting knocked. The Queens will gather. Well, he's trying to run through. A couple tank shots coming down. The Marines are going to step up. The siege tank will fall. The Marines continue to push the Zerglings away now as the Marines and the Medivacs get back to the middle once again. Overlord goes down relatively quickly. It's an easy pickoff as a 2-2 melee and carapace upgrade still build online. Adrenal glands going to be the next step of this. Move into that as the Marines going to have to pull back once again. The Zerglings still looking to try and find a little bit of a wraparound on those Marines as well. Get rid of a couple Crypt Tumors out the front, so the Marines able to knock those down. We take that out, and we continue to press forward. A few other Marines will take that step in. A couple of the Crypt Tumors already dropping. A few more Crypt Tumors in the front. Going to go down as well. We will see the hatchery and some heavy fire as the Marines get straight onto that, and again putting some pressure out for the moment. That 2-2 upgrade still building in as the Marines go after a hatch. We'll take that down. That's a knockdown. Lings on the bottom side now aiming for the SCV line. We see multiple SCVs dropping. And 4 workers going down. The command center has to lift off and evacuate. Nice counterattack from Solar. And Solar's getting to Ultras, so it plays the game where he might feel a bit more comfortable and a bit more as though this game is a little bit more playable for him, a little bit more reachable. And the chitinous and the adrenal continuing to come online. Bang continues to bow. The tank shot fires. The rest of the Lib tank and Marauder still producing on by there as the upgrades continue to sink into play. The Marines toward the upper left-hand side as well. And Lingman Ultra will join up, will get settled. Let's see, a few Marines going to step through as well. Like bomb goes down, medevac going to take a few chips of damage from that already. And just have the Marines on the right side can be deflected as well, right? Well, first they're going to get rid of quite a few Lings. It's not pretty because it's just a few Lings at a time that keep showing up. There's no wrap around here until now. That's what you kind of need this whole time. Solo loses maybe 20 or so Lings that he didn't need to. Obviously, you could argue that they ended up, giving themselves up to protect the hatchery. Which is maybe true, because maybe if those Lings don't run in, the hatchery just gets right-clicked, and then you just right-click through it even when more Lings show up altogether. So there is that argument to be made. Either way, it's not fun, because you're taking damage and hits you don't really want to. Libs will siege up, Bio pushing forward, the tank sieging as well. See a little bit of that Bio already stepping forward. Big attack here from Sola, going to be able to launch through the Ling Ultra. Going to be stepping by, the Planetary Fortress will be going down, 28 SCVs falling. It's a massive counterattack. You're going to lose one base of Sola, but I like this a lot more for Sola. I feel like he's significantly doing better things here. A couple tanks will unsiege, Bio pulling back as well. Lingbane Ultra going to take some steps forward and actually going to go diving in towards these couple of siege tanks already, so they will go down as well. Lings just continue to wrap around this. The Ultra is absolutely closing the gap and looking to be a deal breaker, as that Ultra also going to end up targeted down already. These couple of Ultras trying to get around the back will not be able to do too much. The Marines forcing that away. The couple of Ultras continuing to go down. It's going to be both of those dropped already. 3 upgrades now coming on the engineering base. Things dropping a few transfusions down, and the Ultra's going to turn. Liberator's a sieged up. Pure trying to push on through. I mean, Sola has similar army supply. He just needs to clear this up, and Pure's going to start having issues rebuilding. Obviously, that's the efficiency of this Terran army, though, that's coming to life. And the Corruptors are here to knock down not just Libs, but Medivacs too is a big deal. No, Medivac healing on these units is absolutely going to be a factor. Love that Blinding Cloud. It's in a great spot. Siege Tank is going to get jumped on as well, and now the couple of extra Ultras that show up maybe shouldn't be running through as aggressively as they are. Could have maybe waited for some additional Lings to come in with them just to be a little bit of a buffer. And don't get me wrong, we're extremely close to actually clearing this up, especially as Liberators keep flying through and getting cleaned up as well. Ultra coming down this ramp, the chomping continues. I mean, 3 Siege Tanks showing up at the same time is kind of wild too. I can only imagine Kyo left some of those behind defensively, which, considering how much damage he took, is kind of wild. Maybe he just left them somewhere, forgot about them. Having these the entire time might have just helped you to solidify your position here. The Corruptor's looking for a caustic spray, perhaps across the map, or to intercept Medivac/Liberators. Either way, you're going to turn this army around a little bit because of it, as we already re-expand to the top side. So that upper left base coming through. Corruptors continue to caustic spray, and that Planetary Fortress will be in trouble. Marines coming back over and looking for the Corruptors as well. Kira is just not going to be able to recover from the economy losses. He's obviously not tried to rebuild SCVs. He chose to just keep pumping units. But for that to work, he needed his army to stay on the map. He needed to not get cleaned up. He needed to maintain a significantly better army supply. or at least similar army supply, and then you can make good trades. But Solo's composition was actually pretty good, especially because the Corruptors were out. They, because they cleaned up the medevacs, it really stopped a lot of the longevity of that army sticking on the other side. Obviously, at this stage, it's not really an army to fight. The Blinding Clouds have been good as well. This one's pretty inconsequential, but there have been good Blinding Clouds throughout this as well. As we get ready for a 1-0 lead from Solar, and he'll take the advantage into game 2. It was a rough start for Solar as well, but he's able to drag it back and pull it back. Nicely done. I will hop into game 2 in just a second and resume. And, yeah, give me 1 sec, guys. I am going to give Hero and MaxPax their warning for playing without the mainstream. Alright, hop in. Dock them a quarter of their pay. I could just DQ them. They broke the rules, man. DQ them or make them play again. Start the finals 1 map down. It's literally one of the only rules that's written and that really matters. I mean, there's some other rules like, show up on time, don't be a dick and stuff like that. But the most important rule that we really have in the Open Cups usually is do not start the semi-finals without the mainstream, because especially on days like today when we are on track to have like a 2.5-hour tournament. Honestly, it sounds crazy, but 2.5 to 3 hours is sometimes the difference of us hitting a bit more peak viewership and just getting a little bit more life on the stream and a little bit more ad revenue and so on. I mean, these tournaments don't pay for themselves at the end of the day. So, yeah, the extra half an hour that the other best of 3 gives really can be impactful, and yeah, it's one of the worst things that can happen is we just lose out on casting games because the players don't want to wait around. And if you don't want to wait around, then don't play the tournament, So it's as simple as that. Hi. Oh, you're quiet.
What did you say?
Do you have profanity filter on too?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. That's what I was busy bitching about players.
Ah, there you go. Which player were you bitching about?
Well, the guys that played the semi-finals without the mainstream.
Hero MaxPax.
Yeah.
I watched all the games.
Yeah, we're discussing whether they're getting disqualified, warned, pay deduction.
I think both.
Both? Disqualification.
You give them a warning.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, for now it's just gonna be a warning, and a warning just means you lose all your money.
That feels like more than a warning.
Yeah, but it's a warning to not do it again. Next time they also get banned for the next one. So this time it's just you get off easily, you say, with just a warning and pay deduction. I mean, they can't do this type of stuff. It's ridiculous. You put your hard-earned cash on the table, and these guys, they do the only thing they're not allowed to do. They can play with freaking red and orange, and you don't complain. They show up late. They host with the wrong mod. It doesn't matter. But the one thing they can do is start the semifinals. This has been the case. This is the 51st. 51? 51st?
51st, yeah.
Yeah. 41. How is it always first?
41st. Yeah.
Okay. Sounds freaking weird, no?
21st, 33rd. Yeah. I guess you don't really say it a lot, but yeah, it does sound
weird. 81st. 81st sounds good though. But either way, you cannot. This is not okay, I think. I actually died. No, I'm serious. Yeah, I don't think this is okay.
You sat there and let it happen in the caster chat, though.
I thought you were there.
Yeah, that's even worse.
I'm literally not paying attention. I'm just also. This is not my responsibility at all. It could have been my responsibility, but I didn't think about it. If I actually would have seen you weren't there, I would have told them. I was like, hey, this is not okay. But I just. You know what I think you should do? Is you say, hey. This is really not okay. You make them play another best of 5 to make their money. And then both of them get whatever money they were gonna get. Or they switch. It's like there still should be something on the line, you know?
Yeah, that's a lot of effort.
Yes, but they need to provide the content that you paid for. If I get a Netflix subscription and it doesn't work, Netflix will refund me. Unless they say, you know what, Harstem? We'll give you a month free of Netflix that you don't have to pay for. Which is basically what you're asking. You're just asking for something you've already paid for. Which is entertaining PvPs. They were good games as well, holy crap. Alright, nice Hellion run by. Now you guys really missed out. 8 drones going down here. As Cure is taking a enormous lead here in the early game with a low ground 3rd CC already. Did he build this in position, Wardy?
I wasn't watching. I've been complaining and listening to you.
I think... Okay, what does your chat think about this? So, for the people that just tuned in and are confused, there's only a single rule in the Wardy Monday Cups, and that is that you have to halt the semifinals so that Wardy can cast both semifinals. It allows him more content, make back some of the money that he puts into these tournaments. That is the rule. MaxPax and Hero did not wait for the other semifinal to finish. Wardy wasn't in the lobby. I think a refund of the prize money not getting paid out is fair. Wardy wants to give a warning because he doesn't want to upset the players, but I think you need to set your foot down, you know?
I just can't believe that these guys have played 50 cups and they've asked me so many times if they can start, and every time I say no.
Yeah.
So then they just didn't ask. It's crazy.
Yeah.
They should know better at the end of the day.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the, if you don't ask for permission, they can't say no. But that's not really how it works, is it?
Yeah, I know. Well, like, it's just, this isn't the first time that, like, it's not their first rodeo at the end of the day. But I think it is the first time they broke the rules, so. Anyway.
Yeah. Alright. Let's talk about this game, though. First game was a banger, too, no? This one?
Yeah, it was actually, I thought Q had a really good game, and usually, you know, Solo ZVT, usually he, like, kind of struggles and dies a little bit, and then he gets lurkers and wins. But he doesn't go lurkers. He went ultras. So I was like, I don't know if it's gonna have the same impact, but it did. Like, he hit his tech, and once he got his tech, he turned the game around completely.
Yeah. This is also a rough early game, though. 9 workers, and he lost, what, 4 Hellions and a Reaper. But it was really early. And it was triple CC as well. So I'm always, a little bit afraid in this case. But speed, or what's it called? Creep also looks absolutely terrible right now for Solar, by the way. Like, there's hardly any on the map. Cure's already building a fat wall of depots over on his 3rd base. You have an armory coming down. This is starting to smell to me like it's going to be a tough hold here against his first push. It's going to just be a single tank because he built 2 extra Hellions, I guess. It's going to hit a little bit later. Usually you want to hit these with like 2 tanks. But there's going to be 1-1 upgrades, combat shield, and you're just going to go on like the far right straight. It is kind of tricky to attack from there though because of the acceleration zone. Like, once Banelings get speed and you're being chased while they're being accelerated because they just took some green crack, like, it's gonna be really tough.
Yeah, the green crack is pretty nuts, especially when you have double green crack, so...
Yeah, the double green crack is the best. That's the real good stuff. Infantry off is not done yet, combat shield not done yet, but once 1-1 finishes up, there's what, like a 15-second window. If these Marines ever get to shoot, they're gonna be banging, but it gets to pick up. Yeah, that's the problem with these acceleration zones, man. If at any point you get to shoot with 1-1 against 0-0 Ling Bane, it's gonna be tough as hell. I wonder if maybe, listen to this, what if you have a tank on the high ground with like 2 Hellbats there? Wouldn't that be crazy too?
Yeah, then the tank always provides a bit of power. I still think you can justify running in because you run in so quickly to force the lift up and force them back, and then it's still not making much progress.
Yeah, like, I feel like this is actually a bad position to attack in. All Terrans do it, but why wouldn't we just go towards the left side? You also have some neat tank spots there, like near the minerals, and then eventually you go into main. That's something that Beyond sometimes does too. I've seen that. As Creep's gonna get denied here. I mean, Solar is just heading into Hive right now. Has his Carapace upgrades on the way. He's gonna probably go for Ultra Cavern once more, and I am not loving the spot for Cure as much.
No, it's it feels like he's just done a whole lot of nothing so far, and he's just not been able to find too much value. Resource lost is okay for him, but I feel like Solo's feeling very comfortable about this, plus 2 Carapace is on the way, Adrenal Glands is already starting, the Ultra Cavern drops down, and I think the main thing is, what does Kua do in the near future that's even going to be effective? I mean, this attack on the left side maybe catches Solo slightly off guard, but there Solo is, he's ready to fight this. So I just don't think Kua gets anywhere in the next few moments, which means that now he's kind of playing against this later game tech, and he's not making his move to tech up just yet, so...
Nah, but his Marauder production has already started, right? It is the second cycle of Marauders now. By the time the first Ultras are coming out, he's going to be on like maybe 15-ish Marauders, which I think is a very reasonable number. Like, that is not the end of the world. He can transition like a slow, kind of a slow pivot into Liberators, perhaps. And then you add in some Ghost as well at some point. Like, there's a lot of cash available too. And I think one of the things that is really bad for Solar is his complete lack of creep. It makes it so difficult for him to establish new bases and to properly respond to things. He needs to have everything pre-split, because the moment he's not pre-split, he only gets the warning once his base is being attacked. So this 6th is going to get cleared. Like, even that left side base, there's still a triple drop or triple Medivacs with a couple of Marines there. If that runs in, like, Solar needs to respond so fast, and he doesn't have anything super nearby. Yeah, I guess he has some Banelings there.
The Bio able to push some Zerglings back and away. There's the run-bys that really opened up the last game for Solar and really kind of paved a path to victory. Because now these Marines coming in from every angle, these Lings just can't get home, so a little bit stuck on the map and unable to really be useful at all. Top left base is going to go down as well. It's an instant cancel. We do now have Vipers, we do have now Ultras as well, but the Ultras are without that Chitinous Blade, and of course without the Chitinous, they're not going to be anywhere near as effective as you want them to be, so that part is going to be pretty painful. As a Parasitic Bomb comes down, Medivac going to get hurt, Hatchery in trouble. We're just going to be seeing the Bio getting back onto some Zerglings.
Yeah, a couple of works do go down on the other side due to a run-by, but Cure had very solid economy, has a 5th base still constructing, takes out his opponent's 5th base. Even bases is usually good. We don't actually have the Baneling count, we don't have the Ultra count. There's just a single Viper, there's no creep. And Cure's adding in more and more bases. He's gonna go for the Starport Ghost Academy Fusion Core, so it feels indeed like a pivot into Liberator Ghost Mine. Some type of setup like that. Is this just a single factory, by the way? It is, right? Yeah. We've been seeing this quite a bit recently, where rather than going second factory and getting like the drilling claws and pumping 3 mines at a time, you go for faster, like 8 racks and quick Marauder production against Ultra stuff. And I mean, so far it's been absolutely working out for Cure.
Ultra trying to get back through, Lane Bane pushing forward, as we are going to be having a couple of Queens in some trouble as well. This Bioforce still pushing up. The Viper going to end up going down, and these Ultras make a difference. Solar Supply is struggling. It's only these couple of Ultras that really remain. Queens are having to fight Liberators, and Cure will take game 2 to tie up this series 1-1.
Absolutely. Good game out of Cure.
Yeah, very solid.
Despite that first push completely failing, it felt like Solar never managed to, you know, get the setup that he wanted in the end.
I really felt like Solo was on path to like a good position and just like felt like a very comfortable scenario, but then it just died before he really got truly onto the late game tech, right? Like,
yeah.
Just never really had all the Ultras able to fight with Viper's casting abilities and upgrades completed.
Yeah, it's awful.
Good pressure from Cure. Just never let up. Top match for game 3. Still at Cure. Looking to make...
What is the chance we see Mac?
Mac? TVZ? I've seen Mac and TVZ in a while, to be honest. You think it's possible? You seen some Mac lately?
No. I'm a believer in Mac, though. You know, just conceptually.
Conceptually.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had like a couple of weeks where everyone suddenly started building the Cyclones again, and it seems like we're kind of past it now, though.
Yeah, I think so too. The Zergs really hate Cyclones, though.
Yeah, I know.
I don't think it's too bad. Like, when I play Zerg against it, like, once you get infested, it feels like kind of okay. And it's a different setup as well. I guess it's hard to kill people, but I don't know. Like, one fungal kills like 3 Cyclones, you know? It's like, that's a pretty good return on what you're doing. I don't know. To me, it doesn't feel like the end of the world. But you know, the Zergs, this is the problem. They're the boys who cried wolf too many times, you know. And now ZVP is actually tricky, and no one believes them anymore.
Shouldn't have complained about it every single time they played it.
Yeah, it sucks. This is why Pro players just always take the abuse, you know? Because we know that when we need it, we're ready to go. And I'm not even sure if we need it, but last time we really used it. The boys on Reddit went hard, and look at that, boom. Get the energy recharge, PvT unlosable, PvE pretty decent. Hey, this is a patch and a half.
Turned out pretty okay, huh?
It turned out pretty okay. Yeah. Ooh, Reaper.
Mm-hmm. Get some scouting out. Get some positioning made. Figure out a bit of what's going on as I commence and it drops.
Did you watch your NFL stuff yesterday?
Yes. All 7 hours.
All 7 hours, nice.
Yeah.
The red zone delivered?
Yeah. Oh, yesterday was great. A lot of crazy ending games.
How did Tom Brady do?
Didn't listen actually. Didn't hear much.
Really? Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. None of that high level commentary for you. Hate to see it.
I don't even know what he commented yesterday. Can't remember. Clearly made no impact on me, you know.
Yeah. Could have been anyone there. Who? How did your fantasy go?
I won both.
Oh, really? You won first week and second week?
Yeah, and in both leagues as well. I play because I play with my RuneScape fan as well. Won a row.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, yesterday was huge. I had two guys on my team scored like 35 points, which is like ridiculous.
That indeed does sound wild. What do you have over here? No inject? Oh, it's gonna be a tumor first. I mean, understandable after the absolute wank creep threat that he had in the previous game. I'd also be going for a tumor first. Can't start it quick enough with that. Dude, this is a freaking 40 energy queen right now. He might as well have gone for a tumor first, or for an inject first. He had like 19 energy, or like 18 energy when he put on the tumor.
Yeah.
Wild stuff.
Massive delay.
Yeah.
Massive.
Actually a massive delay, what the hell? Here we get speed. Reaper out. Hellion, Banshee. You know, Cure sometimes has periods where he plays really fun build orders, and then it's like he forgets about the fact that he has build orders that aren't Hellion, Banshee, Triple CC. And then he just does that again for like the next 12 years. I was watching him in a series versus, I think, Rogue or something. And he's doing like absolutely banana, like the really weird stuff, like Triple CC Marine move outs, and I think he opened up with like a 3-Rex Reaper as well. Like he had a lot of weird things going on in the early game. I was like, man, that's cool as hell. And then they can't help themselves going back to Hellion Banshee in the end.
It's just so solid and standard, and gives you such a good foundation to build from, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I hate strong foundations.
Like, you know, it's like PvZ, you guys always go back to Oracles, you know?
Yeah. I tried playing Glaives against StarCraft. He ran by with 8 links, killed 12 workers.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, it was very tough. The game was probably over after that. But, you know, you had the delayed death animation, which feels the worst. And sometimes you almost start to believe again. You know, it's like, oh, I killed 3 drones. I wonder if that's going to be as impactful as the 12 he killed 4 minutes earlier. Yeah, it wasn't. Then you die. Ooh, Roach Warren on the way. It does have speed. Roach, Lair. Oh, look at that! Wardy.
2 factories. Hold it! Damn.
Oh, yeah, actually.
The prediction.
That is actually exciting. 6 Hellion. Banshee.
I feel like it's interesting as well, because I don't feel like he has struggled in the bio game either, right? Like he's actually, I'd say both games he's being very good up until 10 minutes, and obviously second game he was able to win out. First game it slipped away from him a bit, but it's not like he's been having trouble getting into the game, which is why I feel like a lot of players turn to the mech to try and just completely shift the styles.
Yeah.
So yeah, exciting stuff.
Do you think Solar knows that he likes this in Tokamak, or like what is the Roach Warren here, you know? Pretty wild.
just a good.
Because last 2 times have been Baneling Nest.
Yeah, maybe some just knowledge of each other, but maybe Stola just likes this build as well a bit. He just felt like it was time for him to mix it up too. Maybe because he didn't like how the mid games were going.
No queens in the main base except for 1. The rest of the ladies now waddling over. 5 in total that are active on the map. 5 queens, 3 Hellions on the right side. First Cyclones are coming out as well, so we're going up to 6 gas on Cure side of things. And here comes the double Banshee. Ooh. If that Overseer was in position, you get, I think, 2 or 3 fat smacks out of 5 queens. These Banshees are going to be very low. It's a Hyperflight Rotor on the way here too. So it's going to be like a 4 or 5 Banshee flyby wherever Cure will decide on.
See Hellions able to pick off a Zergling. Again, Hyperflight Rotors going to give us really that kind of next kind of stage of action, right? Get Banshees all over the map. They have so much potential when they're that quick. They get so much done. And Sola, he's adding the melee upgrade, he's adding the Baneling Nest, so he's in this kind of weird position, no, where he's not really aware of what's up.
Nah, he knows. He knows.
Well, you just like the Baneling Nest?
Otherwise he'd get Carapace.
Yeah, I guess so, actually.
Like, he's getting a Ravagerling Bane. This is a very kind of old school style of playing against like tank mech. I don't think it's super common to see it against Cyclone Hellion. Usually you get like higher roach counts initially, if I'm not mistaken, but I mean, links are always great for surrounds, of course. Before Banshees do make their way into the main base, there's really not enough defense there. How many Banshees do you think you need to fight a Queen and a Spore, by the way?
5.
5?
Yeah. I think 5,
Okay,
you just kill the Spore so fast.
Maybe there was 3 shots or something? 3 volleys?
Yeah.
Here come the Hellion Cyclone towards the right side. Once again, this creep is actually being destroyed right now. And because the queens are busy in the main base, he can't even rebuild it. As long as no fungals hit, this was a great little interaction for Cure. Actually fantastic. Because the one thing that really helps against mech is having these freaking these tumors everywhere for vision, but also just for speed on the units. As the Banshees now rotate over towards his fort base, clear a queen over there. Fungal wants to hit, but is, well, no, it's gonna hit. 1 Banshee should die here. Second Banshee in a bit of trouble as well. And did you see what I saw?
No, probably not.
A Raven.
That's the Raven? No, I actually did not see the Raven. Ooh. That's fun. That's some free creep claiming to go all the way through.
Yeah. And anti-armor missile or an interference matrix on infestors.
Have to upgrade the Matrix though, has not done so just yet. As a feelings will go nowhere to the Hellions and the Cyclones around the right hand side. I think he's gonna dive in on the left as well. Solar brings the Roach Ravager forward and will meet those Hellions. Such a very good shutdown. It's not gonna cost him anything at all to clean up.
Yeah, that was a disaster on Cure side of things. Solar is still stuck on 4 bases, which feels pretty frustrating for him, I can only imagine. I mean, the lack of creep threat here is hurting big time. We have a lot of control on the map right now for Cure. Look at this. All this creep is just disappearing. Like, he's just taking it off, man. Slice by slice.
Yeah. Yep,
this is why they call him the cheese slicer. Because this is how he, you know, he works.
That's how he deals with the creep spread? Just...
Yeah, layer by layer. Absolutely. Yeah.
Cheese slicer. A good nickname.
It's a good nickname. It's dangerous as well. I once cut a part of my thumb off with a cheese slicer.
Gives me the shivers.
Yeah, it was not fun. It's like, it also didn't taste as nice as the cheese. I was like, now that I have it sliced, I might as well eat it, but that's not good at all. You know, you don't want to waste any food.
Turns out cheese really is just the optimal substance for slicing.
Yeah, the part of my thumb didn't even melt very well on the burger at all. Yeah, fifth base flying over towards the left side. Yeah, so we have another Raven coming in. 3 Ravens! Wardy, what are we watching here? Has Cure gone mental?
That's just like a massive respect for, like, I mean, what are we doing? I just guess we're like looking for big anti-armor missile numbers. Does that even have that much impact in mech armies?
No, for the Banshees it's nice, I guess. I think the goal here is to just have creep spread denial on every side.
Every position.
Yeah, and then use the scans for vision more so than anything else. So you can have 1 Raven with the Banshees, 1 Raven with the Cyclone Hellion, and 1 Raven with the Cyclone Hellion on the other side. And then you're the ultimate creep killer. Once again, there's a reason they call him the cheese slicer.
This is what our StarCraft has been asking for years.
Yeah.
Why don't they just make a Banshee?
Yeah.
And now he makes 3.
Wild. Thors now as well. What are our upgrades? 1-1 already, 2-2 on the way. They're curious cooking something here.
Yeah.
Something phenomenal may I add.
Bungles go.
His fight.
Yeah, that fight was not it at all. He's a massive bungles. The Banes crash in. Every cycle will go down. It's a major frustration, especially as he's building Thors right now as well, because he wants to be ready for the Broodlord. So we're building the cycle and takes away from that kind of production a bit. And, that was a really nice catch for Solo. If there's one way to kind of reset a bunch in the army, that's what you want. Quick, easy. And now he is full strength if he wants to try and push a little bit. Obviously, there are Thors coming up, but he might just have... I don't know if there's going to be enough to compete with kind of Solo's ground force now, because Kua lost so much that was meant to kind of, you know, fill that role. Bane's morphing, the Roach Ravager gathering. Looks as though Solo is definitely going to give it a shot at trying to break through right here. The Banshee is trying to get some extra damage done. The Broodlords arrive though, and we'll see if those Ravens have anything to say about this situation as well, now that they gather up as just part of the fight. And drop anti-armor missiles, and they will hit everything with anti-armor. Again, just the question of how impactful is that truly with this mech army that's doing the fighting.
I don't know. This left side base is gonna die though, isn't it? Broodlords are attacking it already. Solar here is gonna fight into those Hellbats. We have Viking auto turret as a defensive measure here, but the Vikings are being taken out. Thor still standing on the ground. 81 workers to 76, but the bank is in favor of Solar. The army is in favor of Kure. Kure now transitions into triple battle cruiser production. Wardy, talk to me. What the hell are we watching?
I think these guys are just having some fun on a Monday, to be honest. Triple BC. Not what I had on my bingo card for sure. Is Solar, I think, got the right vibe, getting some Neuro Parasites up and running, get Infestors out, Spellcasters in general at this phase of the game are just so valuable. Already against just kind of the Thors that are trying to fight off the Broodlords, then, you know, those Infestors and Neuros can have a big role, but the BC's coming online as well. I don't hate the direction that Solar's going in, but maybe we could argue that a few more Corruptors would be nice to see on the map, because there's 0 Corruptors at the moment. Everything's been morphed into a Broodlord or taken out.
Yeah, well, what if you use Neural plus Hydra though? I don't mind that.
Just for the BCs?
Yeah,
I think that works as well.
Obviously, Infestor is the right answer. Ooh, I love this. This type of small Ling run by, I think is great. Like, it's not gonna do anything, but it pulls an army to the right side, you know? It gives you some time to set up extra, and if your opponent doesn't respond, maybe you get like 7-8 worker kills. Sadly, Burrow wasn't done yet. You could have still, you know, killed a scan with it, or forced a Raven to move over. 3 Ravens are still alive, by the way. Brutes are gonna get hit with the anti-armor. Neural Parasite finishes up. We have 6 Infestors. So, supply-wise, this is an absolutely phenomenal trade, right? Battle Cruisers are 6 supply, Infestors are 2 supply. So if you can grab 3 BCs with 3 Infestors, that is a great ratio of supply usage, pretty much. Like, the Infestor is great at this. And the fact that the counter for the BCs is already here, yeah, I'm a fan of that. Let's see how it's going to work out, though, in a real fight.
Yeah, the BCs Thors gather and we wait to see what will happen. We'll also have a lag spike. Saying.
Oh, thank God that's not me. Quack, quack.
Quack, quack.
Quack, quack. What are the... Oh, never mind. Yeah, hold that thought. The Cyclone Hellbat, by the way, is going to force the entire army back here for Solar, which is super frustrating, because I think he actually has something going on here on the other side of the map. Broodlords are still hanging around. Might get Yamato/Thor over here, which could be an issue. Get a couple of scans. Oh, Yamato isn't here yet. I mean, these brutes are just dead. Dude, this was an expensive Hellion Cyclone cleanup. Here come the Neurals, though. As... Oh, he teleports him back.
Teleports into the too early battles. Unfortunate. Right kind of idea. Slightly off on the execution. Planetary top left is trying to clear up the final few Zerglings. A couple more add into the fray. Well, it's going to live, but it's going to be burning, so we need to get a repair on that. But the SCVs are coming over, so the top left base lives as well. There's actually more Lings coming over, so they're going to try and just finish this off. But there's SCVs here now. Siege tank as well. We're just going to go for it. It's going to be a cleanup.
Yeah, it's going to be a cleanup, but Yeah, obviously Solar would have loved to have that a bit faster. Does he have... Yeah, he has Baneling speed, of course, because he had a bunch of Banelings earlier. Like, this planetary isn't super secure. It's not like we have tanks everywhere. There are 6 battle cruisers out right now as well. This is a good game, Wardy.
Oh, it's a great game. It's fun to see what Soul's going to be able to do against it still. There's a Neural Parasite coming down. There's only a few more Infestors still. Because I really feel like those Neurals have a big role to play. Well, it's going to be a little bit of a one-sided ending, though. Solar can go for the rebuild here, but that fight is really indicative, I think, of what we're going to keep on seeing. Now the Broods get teleported on top of as well. So both of those Brood Lords immediately getting taken out. And Kira with a big win right there. And just forcing Solar to spend all his money, so it's going to be very costly. We'll see if Solar can recover, because he has to find himself some lava to remax with, first of all, and then hopefully be able to craft a composition that can do better than what that last fight was, which, unfortunately, I think is kind of... I think he had a lot of what he needed before in the Infestors, but now that they are gone, it feels very rough to rebuild in a scenario like this, where it feels like you just got to get numbers on the map ASAP.
Yeah. One thing that is interesting, by the way, is that Solar's fights haven't actually been that bad. It is 24k resource lost against 22k, which, honestly, against Mac, that's a great ratio you got going for yourself. The problem for Solar appears to be that he's just not mining enough money. Usually you're taking these fights on 95 drones, and then if you have fights like this, you have a much bigger bank. But Solar's doing this off 74 drones. He's going to get his entire army here. Baneling's rolling him forward, a couple of Yamatos coming down. Fungal's trying to hit this army as well, but there's no Neural Parasite. Can these Corruptors by themselves deal enough damage? I think the answer is going to be no. Cyclones on the ground, Thor's on the ground. And that potentially is actually going to be the end here of Solar, who is significantly worse upgraded in the air. Like, these Corruptors, they just now got their +1 attack. I don't even think they have an armor upgrade quite yet. Just working off a single Spire. And yeah, I don't really see a way for Solar to hold this.
Nope. This is feeling as though it's just going to be pretty rough. I mean, the Corruptor's trying to show up. We got a Thor in the background still. We got the BCs actually just winning this guys anyway. And if you can't get rid of these BCs, that's a major problem. There are some Infestors on the way, but they just need support. They're not going to be able to do it on their own. And Kira will knock Solar and Alasurg out of the semifinals. And it will be a Kira versus Hero finals today for some TVP. Best of 5.
TVP.
Wrap us up.
TVP. Yeah, love to hear it. You think they already vetoed? No, because we just watched the game.
Because we just watched
That's impossible.
If they'd already vetoed, then there was some
if Cure
scripted gameplay.
If there's any composition that can do it, it's going to be Mac. You know, you already start vetoing for your next series while you're still playing. Very cool.
That's why he lost the fight with the Cyclones. He had a really hard decision on which map to pick.
True. It is true. And you probably could do it. It's not so hard.
Not so hard.
Okay, what are we gonna do now, Wardy?
The finals.
No, I thought it was an ad break time.
Oh, the ad's already playing.
Oh, ad already playing? Ad break.
Yeah.
Okay, love to see it.
I just run the ads. We don't announce them all the time. Only when I've got nothing else to say. I inform people.
No, I'm gonna grab a quick snack then. I'm hungry like a dog.
Sure. Go wild.
Okay. See you in a second.
See you in a second.
Wait for me, please.
Add it to the rules. Casters are not here when the lobby goes up. You will not be permitted into the lobby. No waiting for snacks. Show these freaking casters who you're the boss. I'm gonna rewrite my rules. I'm just gonna make them harsh. I've not updated my rules in like literally 10 years. I'm pretty sure you could go back to like some of my earliest tournaments and the rules are going to be the exact same. Clearly, it ain't cutting it anymore. How many pages back do you reckon we go to find the rules? Let's see. Like, I genuinely wonder how... Is that the same set of rules? No, that's not a... Those are different rules. So it's not all the way back to 2015. We've updated the rules since 2015 at least. I wonder where the rules actually did change. What's this? Qualifier? Oh, there you go. Yeah, these are the rules. I found them. Oh, they're not exactly the same, to be fair. Oh, we added the no playing in 2 tournaments at the same time rule. That's a classic. So I added that, but otherwise the core baseline of the rules has been the same since at least 2017. It's been at least 8 years. In 8 years, all we've done is add one line about not playing in 2 tournaments at the same time. That's going to change today. That will change today. Right. I'm in the lobby. Just need Harston. But he's here. Which means we should be able to go into this finals. Here versus Hero best of 5. Here readying up. Hero soon going to be readying up as well. I've never written a rulebook like this is unfair to pro players who struggle with reading. And it's hardly a rulebook. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 bullet points in the quick rules section. But they're all nonsense anyway. They're just common sense. Hello.
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 You know what I did yesterday?
No, I don't. Did you ride your bike?
I biked for 4 hours.
I did get it.
And my
4 hours though, that's a long time.
Yeah. On my indoor bicycle setup.
On the indoor one?
The best thing ever. Yeah.
That's a long ass biking session.
Yeah. I did. It's called the Mega Pretzel. So you have like a virtual world that doesn't really exist. It's called Watopia, and there I drove I did every segment twice. It's called the Mega Pretzel. It's one of the longest rides you can do. I think there's a long one that's called the Uber Pretzel, and then you go even further.
But you did every possible thing you could do.
Yeah, but in this virtual world, yeah. But you can also go to like New York and stuff, and if you want to Paris, whatever.
I watched.
We don't want to be found dead there though, so.
Yeah, I watched you a couple of weeks ago on it.
Yeah, I'm so much better now though, like significantly better already.
Yeah, already.
Yeah, what you saw a couple of weeks ago is not representative of my current skill level. Yeah, I'll be biking soon again as well.
Did you stream it yesterday, or was it just a?
Not that if I would have streamed yesterday, I think I actually would have. I would have flamed so many people. I was very angry. Yeah, it's a tough day, you know. So
leaks in.
I don't perform well mentally when I'm cycling. Yeah.
I see. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Proxying. Let's start the series off.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of this.
No?
No. You know, Hero Marine once called this the worst build that exists.
The worst build that exists. The second proxy gateway. Why?
But I didn't remember. I think he just said that it is theoretically possible to beat it with every opener that you have, and it just auto loses to certain openers.
That does sound bad.
Yeah, but then I see Zaun used to play it as a Krepton, and every single time Zaun would play it, Hero Marine would make fun of him for it. And then Hero Marine would also beat Zaun a lot back then, which was really funny.
But I feel like I see this a lot, and it works a lot of the time.
Yeah, I think it's not that bad.
Yeah.
I'm just sharing to you what Hero Marine said. So this SCV being so low, like, it really freaking sucks. Cure staying at home is kind of wild with the Reaper, but probably correct. I think the correct play to go for is to pull like 6 workers or so. Like, once you get the bunker, the build ends, right? But if you don't get the bunker, then... Oh, he's gonna go high ground bunker?
Wow. So he's just gonna cancel the CC? Surely he should just...
No, he can't.
But what's the high ground bunker though? Like...
What? Why would he cancel it if he's pulling the SCVs? I guess he wants to get the high ground bunker.
Yeah, I don't know.
This is awful.
I mean, this is the worst of both worlds. You cancel the CC, you lose tons of SCVs. You have a bunker with nothing put in it. One Marine gonna jump in there in a second. I mean, it's a success story already. Heroes expansion is halfway done. He's got 2 gates to produce units out of. He can tech from here. Yeah, horrible here. That was such a mixed response. Like he did 2 different responses at the same time.
I think he thought that the high ground bunker was way more important than it was in reality, maybe. Like, so I think usually the play that you go for is you pull workers downstairs ASAP and you finish the bunker. And once you have the bunker, then they have to walk past it to kill your CC. They take a lot of damage then, and then they can attack your CC for a bit, and after a while, like, your factory unit comes out and you clear them. I think that is the general setup that you're going for, but now Incure is in a world of trouble. Because his CC is so freaking late. He'll still need to build an orbital and float it over. His starport is late. This tank, did he cancel the cyclone? No, where the hell is the cyclone? Oh, he's stuck on the wrong side of the road.
I mean, this is just rough. Cyclone is off in the middle of the map, not here to help. Depot goes down, so you have access into the mineral line with the Adepts. You can bypass the bunker. But you're going to recall the Stalkers and bring those back home defensively as the Cyclone continues across the map. But his Adepts get a few more SCVs. The tank will siege up. So it's going to be the end of it, but still just frustrations for Cure as he can't get anything done. He's getting a little bit bullied by Hero in this game.
A little bit. If this happened in high school, it would be a serious intervention. Like, this is some significant bullying here. Ooh, and this Cyclone's also gonna get blasted. Banshee behind this, I guess.
Banshee?
Raven. Wow.
I don't feel like the Raven brings you back in the game unless he just expects potential DTs because he's like behind and like Hero's like a cheeky guy like that, you know?
Yeah, but yeah, I guess. I'm just not super feeling this, to be honest. It feels like Hero is also just gonna go kill him, by the way. Like, Hero does not want to play a 7-minute game if he can play a 6-minute and 45-second game. So he's gonna walk across the map with, I guess, an Immortal. He has 3 gates with it. This feels like probably the only chance that Cure has at coming back into the game, because it's gonna delay the tech significantly here for Hero. Like, there's not going to be Twilight, there's no Forge, there's no fast third base, which is probably the biggest deal. And there's already 2 tanks out. If a bunker gets constructed and it finishes in time before the Prism arrives, that could be a big deal. There's no 3rd tank on the way, which really sucks for Cure. Like, with a 3rd tank, I think he actually is in a fine spot. Bunker or 3rd tank, but without it, it's going to be quite tough. Stim is just now starting. Still with, oh, the Raven's also gonna go across. I mean, obviously, Cure cannot know it, but he's making all the wrong moves right now.
Yeah. I mean, it's not looking pretty, is it, as the Warping comes in. He was going to attempt to make a play here, so he's just going to send it with 2 Immortals and the Adepts. Because if you can get the Immortals on top of the tanks quickly and knock those down, that can be effective. Stalkers under a little bit of fire, but yeah, the Immortals, nice micro. He doesn't even try to stick around. He knows this one's done. Hero!
Wow.
Finishes him up nice and quick.
Yeah, easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Hate to see it.
Worst build in the world, man. That's some work
Yeah,
done.
it does hit hard sometimes.
It's
I mean,
hard.
I don't think it's that bad.
I mean,
The thing, like, if you're playing against certain things, though, it feels really awful. Like, if it's like a double gas and the CC is on the high ground, and you show up with like a Zealot and a Stalker,
yeah.
the other dudes get like a freaking mine out. It's like, all right, I guess that's life. But yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's rough. Oh, didn't join the lobby. Saved. Oof. That was some slick lobby quitting.
Do you have some what do you call it? Some big tournaments planned for this week?
For this week? Yes.
Yeah.
It's team game week.
Really?
Yes. 2v2, 3v3, 4v4, $500 opens.
Has it been announced yet?
On new maps? Yeah. announced it yesterday.
Oh, shit.
And
I
then-
can sign up for them.
Yeah, you can sign up for them if you have enough friends. It gets progressively harder as the week goes on. You know, you need one friend for 2v2 and then you need more and more. And then on Sunday is the 2v2 all kill, which I'm going to start recruiting players for.
The what?
The 2v2 all kill $1,000.
Oh, nice. You think do we have to qualify through the open sign-up cups, right?
So there's like guaranteed invites for like the top 2 teams of the 2v2, but I will just be doing invites otherwise.
I think it would be a good call to invite me.
That is the plan.
Yes.
I was thinking of nominating you as a team captain.
I like.
You like it? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that'd be fun.
Yeah, I think so too. Ooh. Hero scouting with a. Oh, is he gonna Nexus first on the goal or something?
Hmm.
See, this is the thing about Hero, right? Anyone else, you'd be like, he's looking for proxy racks, but with Hero, you never know. He has some stuff up his sleeve. But it's not going to be the case. He's just going to scout. It's going to even be core before Nexus here.
Crazy.
Well, I don't think it's super crazy. It's just
No, it's
This is
crazy.
July.
It's crazy because it's Hero. Like anything could happen. You just don't know what's going to come next. Even the normal is a surprise.
yeah, it's true. Look at this though. Look at his blocking. 475. He added a reactor after the Marine before the CC as well. This was pretty much a 500 mineral CC. How delayed was it? 10 seconds with like a 6-second delay on the CC. And it's Marine into reactor, so it will be fine. Because you're gonna have 3 Marines by the time the first adept comes out. But it still blows. I mean, let's be real.
Mm.
Second gas too. I don't know what Cure's plan is gonna be then. So almost every single game from what I've seen out of Cure, he either plays Marine into Factory or he plays 2 gas. So you have a really fast Factory. And this game is gonna be kind of different, I guess. Can't really do any like super quick stuff because your Factory is just delayed. We have a Stargate opener out of Hero. He's been playing quite a bit of Oracle as of late, hasn't he?
Yeah, I've seen him actually open a lot of Oracle, even some Phoenix stuff as well, here and there. So I haven't seen too much lately. Been busy, but like I have actually seen the last couple of days more than I'd expected with Oracles and Stargate stuff.
Yeah.
Like the one against
Oracle.
Maru, he used it a couple of times.
Interesting. Where did he play against Maru?
French tournament.
Maestros of the game?
Yes. You didn't cast those ones yet?
No. Are there replays?
If you just ask the French guys, they'll probably send you them.
No, I haven't seen any of it.
Yesterday was great. I'll not spoil, but yeah,
Please.
yesterday was some good games.
Okay, it's Oracle into Phoenix. Cyclone, like, in this case, actually having the delayed Factory doesn't matter so much. Kind of like it even. Ooh, just gonna Revelate and then fly in, I guess. Is that the plan? There's already a Cyclone out. If this can attach, that could be an issue. But it
But
can.
not.
So,
We're looking at an issue that doesn't exist.
look at this though. This is a serious push. Cure supply block.
Yeah,
Is it just Marines?
it's just Marines though. Like the Cyclones at home, so it's just Marines. The Adept Shade misses the Marines though. It cancels anyway.
Yeah, if you would have finished that, Hero truly would have been crazy.
Yeah. Well,
Which I think he kind of is crazy, but yeah, it's a different level of crazy. I wonder if we're gonna see like a commitment here. We have a Liberator on the way that usually does indicate a serious commitment. Like what are you gonna do? Send one Liberator in against someone opening Stargate? Unlikely story. But it feels like it might just be the case.
it does feel like it just might be the case. Because it's kind of weak, 'cause like the rest of it looks like there's a future plan. But the Liberator, feels so out of place just on its own, right? Because the Lib is either a great addition to kind of really secure an area, or it's a great pull-away distraction as well, where it can do a lot just by itself. He's just going to send it across the map on its own, which in this case is worst-case scenario because there are Phoenix that are just going to be here to shoot it down, so at worst we're going to lose a handful of seconds of mining time.
Yeah, like legit a handful. There are 2 Phoenixes. Might actually get 3 kills here. Oh, Hero's not paying attention. It's gonna be 3 kills.
2.
Nah, it's not bad anyway.
Okay.
Quite a bit of mining time too. Honestly, for how bad it should have been, this was as good as it was gonna get.
Yeah.
And he honestly got a very valuable scout too. He saw the... Oh, he didn't actually check the 3rd base in the triangle formation, but he saw the fast storm. So at least he knows something now. This is basically a 2-base storm. Well, this is a 2-base storm. Off of Phoenix Oracle, which is just weird. This is not common at all. Got a late 3rd base. I love the 8 Marine drop on the left side. Because it's a low Phoenix count. Charge is not quite going to be done. Sometimes units aren't in position. This time they will be though. Here still has this up his sleeve though. I can always pull it out, this 8 Marine run by. Ooh, could even try to catch the final Phoenix. He's killed 2 already, right? Oh no, wait, where are they? The other 2? Oh, they're just back at home.
Yeah, they're just chilling.
Oh, this guy gets cleared though.
Yep, I knocked that one down. As we see the stim combat +1. All gets to continue about, and that will give Q maybe a chance to get on the map, but obviously Storm will be done, so you'll have to always be working around and against that. Big push from Hero. So he's going to move out. He feels good with having the Storm behind him, so he wants to get on the map and make some use of that. Meanwhile, Commandson drops onto the 3rd base location, cycling with a little lock on onto a Phoenix or so.
I'm not quite sure where this confidence is coming from.
You don't believe in it? You don't believe in just storming the Terran to death?
Without a prison nearby? Quite frankly, no.
I mean, that is a very negative thing to bring up, but also very true. I mean, he's already used a lot of his storms now.
Yeah, it's 3 remaining.
He was just very well pre-split as well, so the storms are minimal. You know what? Before I was like, well, you can still just pull back. This was kind of fine. He's still pushing though. He's really trying to push the issue a little bit more than that. I think he should be allowed to. I know Hero has always enjoyed being out on the map when he shouldn't be in this matchup, but this does feel like perhaps a step too far.
Yeah, I mean, the mine count is what worries me the most, if I'm being honest. And the problem is that you don't have Stalkers with this, because instead of Stalkers you have Phoenix, and they don't... I don't know, it doesn't vibe so well here in my mind, but we're gonna see. Hero still always has a chance, of course. He is very all-in with this. He has a low worker count behind it. Mine's dealing a lot of damage. Tim gets activated now. Storm's hitting 2 portions of the army. 5 medevacs are out. Honestly, good control out of Cure so far. We have a couple more Storms in the tank. See if we can get those out there somehow, some way. It is a low HP army, like theoretically, because we have almost no energy remaining on medevac. So you hit like 1 more Storm here. This felt pretty okay for a trade. The problem is that Hero doesn't have a fort base behind it. If there was a fort already done, I'd feel much better for Hero's position.
Yeah. I'm completely with you as one of mine connects onto it, sell it. It's going to be seeing the army pulling back a little bit. Q is obviously just deflecting Hero. I mean, Hero throws down the Robobay in a second facility, but I really feel like... I mean, Q's supply is getting kind of monstrous, and because Hero is so committed on the map, exactly this, right? You load up 2 medevacs, and maybe now you have a real chance to get to the other side and really make something happen as well. So that there's potential openings there, and your defensive position is looking more than good enough for the moment to keep on holding off against Hero, who keeps trying to run in, but Mines and so will do that job very dutifully so far.
Absolutely. Look, I love the Mass Templar stuff. I think it's great, but I just don't think there was enough eco to back it up. Drop into the natural. There is a Templar ready, but it's not ready with a Storm. Oh. Prism gets sniped, 4 zealots in there. Templar didn't have a Storm. There's going to be like minus 6-7 workers here instantly as well. And don't forget, there's really no serious catch. The Phoenix count is non-existent. There's no blink on Stalkers. So even if these Stalkers do get warped in, like, you can always just kind of pick out of here after you snipe these 2 boys down. Not going to be capable of escaping. And Cure in a great spot, gonna move across the map right now. Doesn't even have Ghost in the army yet, and should be capable of securing his first victory in this best of 5.
Yeah, it's looking very good for him. Has a lot of stuff. I mean, do you see the Colossus from here as anything of a threat? Is that going to be something that could maybe ruin Cure's day here if he attacks into them?
No, I don't think so, because there's 25 Marauders. If this was like a 12 Marauder army, it might be different, but 25 Marauders really is a lot. A couple of storms are going to rain down. Once again, Cure moves away in time. And I mean, there's just so much freaking bio out. We still have the drops on the right side as well. There's nothing really ready for that in the main base if they do decide to go in. But Cure said, I can end it here. I can end it now, and both Colossi will fall. Arcan's getting smashed as well. I think it's going to be game. Odd build ordered out of Nero, which honestly initially felt kind of okay, but then once he moved across the map on such a low worker count that you have no reinforcements there, no gateway, it's just going to be tough.
Yeah, Robo's dead, Probe's being pulled. Cure going to take a map back in this series, and it's going to give us a bit of a fight back in the final. It's going to be 1-1 in today's finals as we set up for a game 3. And yeah,
Game 3.
Getting it done for the moment. What was Cure has won this tournament before? I think.
Has he?
That's a good question. Maybe he hasn't. He has not. Wow. 3-time finalist. Now a 4-time finalist.
Love that for him.
I really thought he was one of the guys that won one of these, but
16 against Clem he lost. Against Hero he lost before, and against MaxPax he lost. Wow.
Which is crazy, because do you know what Cure does have in terms of WardiTV history?
No?
He has the most wins in championship level events.
Really?
Yes.
Who keeps track of this type of stuff?
I asked Wikipedia if they could track it. They just started doing it. They just keep doing it. It's great. I'd be like, hey, it'd really make my life easier if you made this whole page that just tracks all these things. And they're like, okay.
And it's like all automatic, right, for them now?
Yeah, I once they make the page, I'm pretty sure pretty much everything gets added automatically to it. Also,
Wikipedia is such a great little tool, no?
it's crazy how much it's developed because, like, I used to edit so much on Wikipedia because back in the day, like, you had to edit everything. Like, nothing was automated. But now so much of it's automated that I don't dare edit anything because I feel like it just broke the system.
Yeah. You know what's interesting? Or what's interesting is that you've seen their Wikipedia department, right, in the office?
No, actually, I don't think so.
I think they have like at least a group of like 5 or 6 people that are like just dedicated to Wikipedia.
Really?
Yeah.
So cool.
It's like a nice little corner as well. I think there's like a Wikipedia logo on the wall and stuff.
Was that there when we went to CSL?
Yeah.
Oh, I just didn't see it.
No, you think they're shoved away in a corner, but it's the most important corner of the office.
Yeah.
It is a great source. It really is the Wikipedia of esports.
The Wikipedia of esports. I mean, yeah, that's very true.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what they set out to be, and they became it. Crazy. There are a lot of ads though on Wikipedia if you don't use adblock, which of course you shouldn't if you want to support the boys of Wikipedia. They don't have the the donation bagging yet that you have from Wikipedia. You know, it used to always be $2.
Yeah.
Nowadays it's $2.75. Do you see that?
No, I don't go on Wikipedia.
Oh.
I know what you mean, but like I don't go on enough to notice the things. Price hikes.
Yeah, there was a price hike on like the suggested donation. I was like, well, let's not get too ballsy here, Mr. Wikipedia. And I get all my information for free though. I haven't paid yet. I think I once made a donation to Wikipedia of 10 euro, so I was good for like a couple of years.
Couple of years, you felt okay about it.
Yeah, I probably should do it again. I use it a lot still. Just reading some articles.
Really, I never go on Wikipedia.
Really?
I mean, I probably do just offhandedly. I don't think about it, but I can't think of the last time I looked up on that.
Wow. Such a good concept. Remember back in the day you had like these large encyclopedias?
Yes.
That had like
Just
I remember I had
information in
on
them.
Yeah, but it's like pretty basic information, you know, because there's not so much space. So it's like gonna be like 1 or 2 pages on how something works. I remember that. And there's like drawings and stuff.
You could buy like the collection,
like Wikipedia
right?
is so much better actually.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously because you can just update it and you have endless space and stuff, right?
Yeah.
I remember you could buy like the collection of like encyclopedias, and it was like there's a lot of them if you buy like the full collection, you know?
Yeah. The full collection, A to Z.
Yeah.
Yeah. Freaking terrible. And it's also hard to navigate, and then you still don't get the in-depth information anyway.
We're just spoiled by the internet, is what it is.
Yeah.
Back in the day, the encyclopedia was like this crazy thing, and we just have no respect for it anymore.
No. I mean, it is a very weak tool right now. It really is. The worst part is that it doesn't even get updated. You have to buy a new one for it to get updated.
Yeah. They don't just come and reprint the pages for you.
Yeah. It's crazy. You know what is a wild... I'm not sure if it's a scam, but you know what's a wild thing? What is it called? The tectone colors? What's it? You know, the color system? It's not called tectone. What's it called?
The color wheel? Well, I don't know. I have no idea what you mean.
You have these guys that is like the standardization of colors.
Standardization of colors, I see. Okay.
So basically, you buy like a book with different colors in it, with like the hexo Pantone. That's what it's called. The Pantone colors. Like this stuff is super expensive because you constantly have to like buy updated crap as well because the colors they fade a little bit or something. I think they recommend you buy a new one like every 9 months or something.
Really? That's
yeah.
And it's just so you can see the colors.
So imagine you have like a logo. Then you can like they'll have like a color picker on it in like how it will like what you should pick on cloth and what on metal and what on plastic, you know. So it makes it much easier. You just go to a print shop and you tell them, hey, I want this on this, and then you know it's going to be the correct color. So not that when you have your pants made by one factory and your sweaters made by another factory, that then when you get them the colors don't match. Like the orange is different or the gray is different.
I see what you mean.
Yeah. Yeah, that stuff was super expensive to buy. Like, crazy expensive. But, nothing to do with this game.
Nothing to do with this game, no. And this game is about to get exciting because Hero is right here with Zealots, Stalkers, and he's killed the Siege Tank. Pretty good start.
Yes, kill the Siege Tanks. There's also 2 bunkers already. I think there's also 2 tanks on the high ground. I think you don't have to chase this with SCVs, to be honest. I think you just go back to mining, no?
I guess so. Yeah. I mean, it looks scary because he ran into the tank, but that's the only thing you lose, then it's kind of fine. Double bunker's pretty safe, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Double bunker's pretty safe. I mean, and he can't just stay in the bunker range either. We're now gonna get at least it's duo Banshee with the cloak as well. If they don't fly through that pylon range and they get to a base where there's no observer, they get like 5-6 worker kills. There's a zealot drop in the main base actually gonna deal some damage here. Tank's gonna be moving back. Maybe can repair it. No repair out of cure. Tank is just gonna straight up die. I honestly think that Hero's actually in a pretty good spot.
Yeah, he's getting a fair amount done, and Gear feels pendant on 2 bases. The Prism gets out alive as well, so it will stay as a threat on the map. This Hero gets toward Blink and just gets to improve his army, including a Robo Bay coming down as this feels to real kind of splash damage that he can invest into here as well.
4 kills on probes is not enough. I think he needed like 9 or 10, and then we're probably looking at like a much closer game. Right now, Hero, I mean, with the Robo Bay coming out soon, it's going to be a lot of Marines with the first push, and maybe no Colossus out quite yet. Actually, I think with two good Chronos, you're probably gonna get Colossus out in time, so it's gonna be tough as hell here for Cure.
Yeah, he's a bit of a rough spot, and there's the Prism showing up as well. The units are just a little bit out the front as well, which Hero knows, so he gets in, puts an SCV, gets out. Obviously can keep that threat around, okay, which is nice as well.
Yeah. Ooh, double drop towards the left. There's no observer there, by the way. First Colossus. You know what's gonna happen? This drop is gonna go in unscouted, and as it hits, the first Colossus will pop, and it's just pure marine. This is the worst timeline for Cure, actually. Like, everything goes wrong. Like, it's actually, this is such a good drop as well. Look how perfect it is. There's nothing here. Oh my god, this is great. And then boom. Actually, this Colossus still needs like 10 seconds or so to come out. So 5 workers do go down at an instant. Pylon here is going to get sniped as well. I mean, without the Colossus popping right now, you're going to lose like 7 more workers. Now there's going to be a pickup. Blink is finished up, and 1 medevac will end up falling. That still was honestly as good as it's going to get for a Cure. Like, that was nice. That was decent. That was fine.
Fine. 9 probes, and Hero's on the map though, because he wants to try and push, and he believes he can make something happen. Do you believe in his push, or is he crazy?
I always believe in Hero's pushes, as long as he waits for the Colossus to show up, and 1 more warp in. There's going to be 2 mines though, and a Viking. He also has a fort base, and he's adding like batteries and cannons. I don't think he's actually mentally very committed to to pushing in here. I think he's fine just going back home. I mean, you can wait for thermal lands, add in some extra gateways. He's currently at 8, go up to like 10, 12. He's adding second forge before second robo, which is rare against people that are as low eco as Cure is. Cure's actually going to go full macro here, by the way. Like Fort CC, eBay, Armory. It's not going to get a good push out as a result of that.
Yeah, very scary. Just gonna have the +2 and the prism speed on the way from Hero as well, so he gets time to basically just improve his army. Hero's not going to be doing anything too significant anytime soon out on the map, so yeah, Hero can just build up. Obviously, we already see 4 bases set up, a 5th base coming down as well, and so he just begins to expand, which is typically what you want to do as the pros. Take those expansions, get those bases up, and make it hard for the Terran to ever really, truly hurt your economy in a big way.
Yeah. Ideally, you want to be slightly higher eco already at this point, I think. I think 71 is kind of low on the worker count. You can even do something like, if you know your opponent is kind of doing nothing, go 5 and 6 at the same time as Protoss, which is usually fine. We're going into Colossus Disruptor. This is the one composition where I'm like, ooh, if we're going to get max out versus max out, and the upgrades are somewhat close, this is not necessarily a good setup for the Protoss player. Like, yes, Disruptors and Colossus are very good, but against max out Marauder Ghost Viking, usually Marauder Ghost Viking is fine. And then it depends a little bit on where you're going to be fighting out on the map.
Well, the army is going to come in from a couple of sides, so Hero has that potential to pincer in if he really believes. He has a defensive setup, CC in the way. Not sure how much I love it, but he's committing on the left a little bit. Has that chance to step back still, not moving in from the bottom side just yet. Now he is. And that army on the top looks so weak. In fact, both these armies on their own look so weak. If he could just find the jump onto one of them, Prism in the main base as well, they're going to force a bunch of Marines back, especially with the extra Zealots warping in. They do lose a Colossus on the top side though, so the split from Hero is kind of having some benefits, but a lot of negatives too.
Yeah. I mean, Marauders now are running away from these Zealots. Mines are gonna connect. The Colossus moving forward. Vikings still in the sky here as well. Main base got cleaned up. Stalkers in natural dealing a lot of damage. With Hero, I have no clue how he managed to set this up, but he dealt a crap ton of economic damage. The only thing that kind of scares me is how low his actual supply is. He does have 11 gateways and double robo. But Cure also still has a pretty powerful army. And is about to get 2-2 as well. I think for Cure, it's clear what needs to happen. He needs to move out across the map and kill his opponent. I think trying to take this fort base here is an interesting move. I don't think will really contribute to him winning this game. Like, it was now or never, and I'm pretty sure that now is quickly passing.
Good bio there. Chases Hero back around. Colossus in the +3 attack upgrade coming up as Cure is... I feel like Cure's just not getting anywhere. Just sat at home, having to deal with Protoss aggression. It's not like Hero's necessarily doing a lot, just he is starting to take the map, right? And if Hero doesn't get out on the map soon, then does Hero not just control his entire game?
Yeah, I'm not quite seeing it, but these trades have been really bad for Hero the last 35 seconds as well. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm not entirely seeing the future here. You know, the future is bleak. The now is less bleak. I guess what he wants to do is max out on 4 base, 2 upgrades, and go for an attack. Actually, this is probably the second best call, or at least it is a call that he could have made. I don't super mind it, because one thing that we shouldn't forget is that in a situation like that, where you just lost your entire army as Hero, you're probably not going to start a transition. So Kier knows that most likely he's going to be fighting a similar army. So if he manages to max out on like 63 workers, his opponent is like 84, 85 workers, he has a 20 army supply advantage. He has a fort base set up behind it. It might not be that bad. But starting +3 seems like, once again, a mistake to me. I just don't think Kier really is, you know, in the position to be going into a long macro game against someone that's going to be up 4 bases soon. That could be wrong.
The double prism flying in this time. I mean, there's units nearby. Hero loses 1. He's going to try and get to the main base to make something happen, or even just pull units out of position. The rest of the army is pushing up, and Kier has a little bit of army over there. The prism will successfully get a warp in, so Zealots will commit. The Hero is really throwing money just into this investment right now, just trying to keep on attacking. As he steps up, I'm a little bit afraid, is there any potential of a wraparound on that army? No, there's too much pulled back into the main base from Hero, and Hero steps away now anyway with the base lifted. 18 SCVs going down. And again, Hero just comfortably on 90 workers. It does mean the army supply of the Terran at any point in time is huge. It's difficult to take advantage of that when you've got Disruptors to zone and Colossus that are going to laser beam through a lot of stuff. That Disruptor shot onto the left side was pretty nice already. Next one's going to land as well, but then the Disruptors kind of got left over there, so they're all going to die. And we're actually going to begin chasing the Colossus down.
Yeah, the Viking count is decent as well. The army supply for Kier is massive, 127 to 93. Disruptor count is low. Marines moving towards the left side where the Colossus aren't. Kier once again is going to move back home. I really don't quite know what Kier is waiting for. Like, what is the go sign for him? Because it once again to me felt like this was going to be an actually pretty decent opportunity. He has a 5th base, sure. He has a 3-3 on the way, but he's 51 workers to 90. Like, that is an issue. And he also just killed 3 Disruptors there, right? Like, felt like a key opportunity. Now loses 2 Vikings for free. Yeah, I feel like the solid window has passed at this point. Observer, by the way, seeing absolutely everything here, providing some insane value.
So Stalker, Colossus, trying to get up. Couple Marines taking some shots as we do have the Disruptors. In trouble, man. A couple of those Disruptors going down immediately.
Yeah. Oh, I think he saw the Observer now. No, maybe he didn't. Like, that is such a big Observer, and despite that Observer being there, Hero still losing his battle. This is the problem with Disruptors. If you're very high worker count, you just can't get a good enough army that is like a good standing army. Like, they can just stand and fight. Like, you need to always run away and shoot shots. As the flank comes in from the top side, Vikings kind of trailing behind. But I think it might just be good enough. There should be a sniper on the Disruptor. Doesn't quite get it in time. Disruptor count now is at 1, which isn't a very high number, Wardy.
Nope, and Q's just going to sit right here on top of this force, and if you can't ever really join anything up together, then how does Hero really deal with this? I mean, you're basically relying on a Disruptor here or a Disruptor there, maybe warp in somewhere weird and then get a couple of warp ins at once. But this is rough because you're just not going to recover in terms of the army supply. There's so much available for Q, and he's just going to press through. Production starting to go down. You can press toward that army. You could also pull back toward the main base maybe and go after production if you wanted to. He really has a choice of kind of directions right here, so we'll see which one we want to really double down on as Q moves through. Disruptors, I mean, there's the Robo facility going down. That Robo Disruptor going to go down as well. I mean, there's just a ton of Zealots, and this army is kind of low HP because we do not have medevac energy, so there is a little bit of a problem, but we're going to kite into the corner. Can we clean this up? We're going to lift, we're going to leave. I don't mind that, considering the fact that, again, we're just so low HP on so many of these units.
Yeah, very, very low HP. These medifacts are also insanely low right now. It's only 10 gateways behind this, by the way. So there's like 9 bases, but only 10 gates. These Marauders and Ghosts are being pushed back. And despite the good fight for Cure, he might have overstayed his welcome a bit too much. Reinforcements now are coming in. And that might help, but I'm not sure if it will help enough, Wardy.
Yeah, I mean, it's just Solid Stalker, but it's not like Cure's army is made up of something incredible. The medevacs again have been definitely troubled here. And we'll see Hero starting to rebuild the Robos. I mean, if Hero doesn't kill Cure right now, then maybe Cure looks okay over time.
Hey, you make a good point. This is just the Zealot Stalker. And chasing into a healthy comp of Marine Marauder Ghost is going to be tough. Army supply still 115 against 87. Reinforcements hopefully will be capable of taking care of these Zealots. I think they will be fine with the help of the Libs. 5th base gonna go down. That's frustrating. Because it's 9 base versus 5 right now. So income definitely favoring Hero. But you're right that the army composition might not even be that bad. Might not even be that bad at all.
Yep. Yeah, I think so as the bio comes through. A couple shots coming off. Solid Stalker taking damage. Do you have Marine Marauder, Lib, Ghost all building through as well? The bio will push by. A couple of the Zealots going down already. And Cure for the moment continues to hang on in there. Scrapping to get a base up. There are a few units on the right side he has to come and deal with as well. Try and deal with those Zealots, but Hero could just really do with more tech. I mean, I guess that's what the 2 Colossus that are on the way would really help him with. Disruptor does connect before it goes down. That obviously helps, but once more, Hero's losing a lot of his army supply. And with some Liberators out too, maybe you really can still play this as Cure.
Yeah, 77 workers to 43. There was a lot of muling going on for a while. But I think all that energy is now pretty much gone. The main base is trying to fly over to a different base as well. We still have those Stalker Zealot attacks on the right, which are actually dealing a lot of damage. Clearing reinforcements, clearing key units in the Ghost and the Liberators. Stalker army on the left side is still good. Our Viking count is very low at 2 only. So once Colossi actually start hitting the field in big enough numbers, this will be tough. Like there's 2 out already and there's going to be 2 more. 4 Colossus against 20 Marines and 9 Marauders is not a great look for the Marauder man, or for the Marine guy. It's gonna be a great look for the Colossus though, as these 2 Vikings have like 6 HP remaining, legit nothing.
Well, this army going to try and fight. EMP's coming down. The Colossus laser beaming, and there's just not really an answer to it. When the Colossus get to fire for this long unanswered, that is going to be brutal. Let's just see. GG getting called and Hero taking the 2-1 in this one.
Yeah. Cure had so much army supply, man. You see that graph?
Yeah. he had so much more, but he just couldn't ever find the capitalization, right?
I think if rather than committing into the natural, he goes to the top side. He has he kills the robos, then runs to it. Like theoretically, at some point, I mean, it's very easy to say for us, but especially after we've already seen the game. But I think he probably has a decent chance of winning there.
Yeah.
Because you were right. Like once the robos are gone, it's going to be pure Zealot Stalker, and you have less supply. And Zealot Stalker on even supply already loses big time. So. Yeah, it just sucked that Cure after that never really managed to stabilize to 200 supply, because he probably could have gotten a similar thing going for himself.
Well, I'm going to Tokamak for map number 4. And it's going to be Hero versus Cure. With Hero on match point, he's a map away from taking down another WardiTV Monday. You know, there's a very real thing where Hero is catching Clem on the amount of these tournaments won.
Okay.
I mean,
what happens when he overtakes him? Do you send him like a cake or something?
We just shut down the Monday. It's over.
It's over?
Clem's been
I feel like sending a cake would be such a cool
Send him a
thing,
cake? Congratulations, you won more Mondays than Clem now.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Dude, I would have loved to gotten a cake if I ever did something cool, you know?
Maybe I'll buy him a cake if I ever see him again.
I feel like that's worse. I think it needs to come as a surprise. So
as
you sneak his address from someone, and then you just send him a cake, WardiTV. Like, I think it's a good investment. I think he will love that, actually.
Well, What if he hates cake?
Yeah, then he's a psychopath. And
Yeah, then we weren't gonna win anyway, right? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, everyone likes cake. Koreans love cake as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. They have like real good cakes there too. Like proper stuff.
Mm.
And like cake wankery that we have over here in Europe. Ooh, Nexus before. Oh, look at this guy. He went for an instant scout, Nexus before core. That is a economically interesting play. Basically giving up all your eco in the first minute and 10 seconds, and then undoing that by having a very fast Nexus. But also it means his core is going to be quite late. Let's see, when does this thing finish? It's going to be 2 minutes and 10 seconds. So first that comes out at 2:30. If the Reaper goes in a straight line across the map, Hero is in trouble.
Mm.
Yeah. It's going to stay home.
It is not.
Yeah. So this was well worth it then. Like this first unit is going to be so freaking slow, man.
It's the beauty of the game. The risk this time has been worth the reward.
Risk. Have you ever played Risk?
No, not the board game.
Yeah, probably one of the worst games in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's legitimately. I mean, it's not all luck, but a lot of it is luck. I wonder if you could have like an AI, you know, like what the max percentage is that they could win. You know, like with more proper play. But holy crap, it's basically so you need to throw like the dice.
Mm-hmm.
To see whether your dudes win or not. So very often there's like going to be 1 or 2 like big fights, and once you win that, it's just super snowbally.
Mm.
It's also no hidden information. So like the StarCraft 2 version of Risk is legitimately significantly better than the actual Risk.
Really?
Yeah, I think StarCraft 2 Risk is actually one of the best games. Yeah, it's not one of the best games. It's a very good game.
Also never played this.
Really?
Yeah.
Such a good custom map. Yeah.
I've never played. Yeah, never played it. I actually haven't played it. Well, it's an arcade map.
Yeah.
Man, I've not played any arcade in so long.
Have you ever played Ice Bailing with me?
Yeah.
You like it?
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, I freaking love Ice Bailing too.
But you're very good at it.
Hey, but even if you're not good, it's still fun.
Yeah. But then I also die a lot. So.
Yeah, of course. But I mean, that's why I play with friends, so they can revive you. I think a lot of the time in Ice Bailing, the better players die trying to save their their crappy friends. It adds to the value,
Adds
you
to
know,
the
that you
value.
have together. Yeah.
That's the comedy of it.
Yeah, I think it does.
Makes sense. Where are we at in this game? Cloak on the way, Banshees, tanks. Some aggression maybe from Pure. Potentially. Some Banshees, very high damage output
Mech,
units.
no?
It's mech, just straight up mech. Oh, he's got 4 gases.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's mech. Good call. Didn't even look at the gases. I forgot that that's something we have to look at in TVP nowadays.
Yeah, it's very frustrating. Back in the day, this wasn't even a consideration in our heads, but now, all these losers playing mech the entire time.
Losers. How dare they? What were they thinking?
What were they thinking? Fourth gate. Second gate. It's gonna go 4 gate. We have the rockets coming for the cyclones already. So Hero's gonna scout this at some point. I feel like he's already seen it though. Nah. Maybe he hasn't, doesn't know. What do you think Hero's response is against this? Kill him with Stalker Zealot?
I mean, 5 extra gates suggests that is just going to be the play, right? Like, yeah. I think he gives it a go just killing him. I think Hero doesn't mess around.
You think he'll get like a fort behind it for safety, or you think he'll just go, you know?
I don't think Hero has the word safety in his mind.
I think so either. Oh, I think they start. Oh, very well done. Those Cloak Banshees, they almost got spotted by the Stalker, but then they didn't. Big moment. Maybe they did, because look at this movement with the Stalkers. Oh, he's in position, just in time. Hero never takes damage against these Banshees, man. That is crazy.
Got that infill and bring Nada coming up. Max with Accelerator, getting it all through. And be having the cannon, the pylon all coming up. And there's the extra factories as well to continue to set this up. But yeah, I mean, this is just units from Hero, so should be committing fairly soon. Nice positioning. There's actually going to catch the Banshees. And they just ran out of energy as well, so they're not cloaked anymore. They're going to have to sit in a corner and be kind of just dead weight at the moment.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're occupying 12 Stalkers, I'm okay being dead weight, you know? It's not really dead weight.
Yeah, but now they're not occupying 12 Stalkers.
Yeah, now they're dead weight. Yeah, I'm with you. Okay, I do not see how Cure is going to hold this. But Hellbats defensively sometimes are stronger than I give them credit for. But this is going to be freaking tough. I love the Immortal as well here. It's going to tank the first 2 tank shots.
That's actually very fun, as we are going to see the Zealots charging through. Stalkers blink in onto the siege tanks. So a lot of the initial kind of front line going down. There's no really Hellbats here to get rid of any of these Zealots. The fake Immortal is kind of a big play too, as we are going to see the Prism surviving for another Zealot Warp. That's just what we need, because the Hellbats are not here right now. Without Hellbats, you don't have that kind of front line that's softening the Zealots up at all. Stalker's getting rid of a Banshee, killed 17 SCVs, forcing the third base back. I think it was plenty enough for this first wave from Hero, who is probably going to be happy with this. I mean, this Orbital's actually in trouble. They're going to die. We're going to get it. Oh, he didn't target it.
He didn't blink forward. Wow.
I'm surprised.
Look at that. He said, I could kill that and lose all my units, or I could just kill all your units and then kill it after. I love that call, to be honest. Yeah, I was itching for that blink as well.
It's so anti-hero, though.
Yeah.
This is not what you expect from him. Now he blinks in, now he's just going to go after units, of course, as Cure. It's just not going to get the momentum he needs to really deal with this at all. As, yeah, I mean, even if you clean this up at this point, SCVs are lost, base burning. Hero is going to become a 14-time Monday champion.
14-time Monday champion.
14-time. Crazy stuff from him.
How many times do you think I've lost in the Wardy Monday?
That's a stat they don't track.
Yeah, you know how at the Home Story Cup, Elaser got an award for participating in the most amount of Home Story Cups without winning one?
Yeah.
I feel like you should also do that, you know, like an actual participation trophy. And you also send a cake to that person.
I mean, surely it's actually kind of easy to find out, because I just go on your Legulac match history. And then I just search for Monday. Or WardiTV Monday.
Yeah, but in order to compare to everyone else, that would be a lot of work, you know?
I mean, yeah, but now I just want to know how many times you lost. I mean, you got...
Because I definitely skipped a couple, but I think I might be the most consistent person that is always here that never wins.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you got top 4 that time.
Yeah, but I didn't win.
Yeah, I know, I'm just...
How many top 4s did I get?
I'm just trying to be the
just one. Yeah, 45. That was a good one. Did I lose to MaxPax or Hero? I lost the Hero 1-2 as well. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Oh, it was on my birthday. What the hell? Crazy.
What a day. Yeah. The seeding.
Seeding. Yeah, seeding was pretty good. I'm gonna lie.
You've played in 28
I've gotten
Mondays.
close many times though to semifinals before.
You've played 28.
I've played, oh, that's way less than I thought it would be.
It's because you didn't start for a long time.
Ah, yeah. I've been consistent. The second half though, I've been good.
Your first one was 8, and then your second one was 10, and then 12, and then 40. You played like every other week, and then you started playing a bit more, and then from like 30 onwards, you've been very consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hate to see it.
You just see it. Alright. GG's.
Looking forward to the cake. Alright, GG's.
The cake. Well, no cake yet. We've got a few more wins yet.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Alright.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Alright guys, thanks for following, supporting, and watching today. Obviously a little bit of a warm-up back into it still. Hopefully next week we get some more players. And hopefully don't have semi-finals playing without us. Thank you so much if you subbed while we were co-casting. We had So Francisco and a Korean name on the YouTube becoming members. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate it. And then we also had over on the Twitch, we had Vidal NX on the 27-month resub on the Prime, or 27. 2 years already. Hell yeah, thank you so much. Mad Alien on the 66-month resub. So Francisco on the 17 months on the Prime. Deadly Donkey Kitten on the 11-month resub as well. Hope the wedding was nice. It was great. Thank you so much. A Miss on the 14-month resub on the Prime. And Porf 2020 on the 2-year resub on the Prime as well. I believe that was everyone that supported while we were co-casting. Alrighty, guys. That's it for me today. Appreciate you all. I'm going to head off and get some stuff done. So we'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow it is Open Cup 2v2 time. So, yeah, if you guys want to play, it is open. So if you have a buddy and you want to play some 2v2 tomorrow, you should absolutely come along and take part. The link for tomorrow's 2v2 Open Cup is here in the Twitch chat. If you want to play, you can get involved. So yes, come and play tomorrow. And with that said, I think we are good to wrap up. I'm going to submit that to TL already, so it's just done. I don't have to do anything else. Perfect. Alright, I'll sort that out. Thanks for watching, guys. Everyone, some ads on the outro as usual. And once the ads are done, we will post one up on Twitch. Thanks for watching. Bye.